Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are live. It's Monday. Welcome to Man Conversation Monday. I'm your host, Love Dr. Rob. We are here once again to help those who may be entangled, entranced, in trouble. Those who are in love, those who are in situationships, those who are in complicated but complex but convenient and comfortable situations. All of the above. We want to help you guys move into a better situation in a healthy way. Before we get started, I would like my co-hosts to go ahead and introduce themselves, starting with the young lady on the panel.
Black China.
And she's black too.
Yes,
and,
I am.
We got none other than, I'm going to let him introduce himself because it's that. Go ahead.
Fuck that. 2 fucking minutes. That's all I need.
Right off the flip, we go right into the ignorance. And once again, back from the casket, we got none other than Ghost in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ghost, you got to speak up because last week they wanted to hear you.
No, they needed to hear me.
They were about to come through that. They were about to come through the screen on if you want to know what you're about. You know what I'm saying? Like they was at you.
They was at me. I don't know why.
So the last few weeks we've been having, like, they got so much going on in the media about infidelity and cheating and so on and so forth. And when it comes to men and women, there's such a unlevel playing field with the rules of cheating. I think women are more inclined to give passes and excuses for people cheating, and men kind of like a cut and dry. Either they doing it or they don't want it done to them, but ain't no excuse for why you doing it to me type shit, right? Now, I got permission from my wife to have this conversation before I had it because this don't have nothing to do with our house, but I'm gonna fuck up somebody's house tonight. Is there, because you wasn't here for this, Ghost, is there ever a reason when a person deserves to be cheated on? Because sometimes you could be in a relationship and you could be giving your all, and that person just ain't doing what you need them to do. You might not want to leave, but you damn sure want what you need, right? Now, although I think cheating is wrong, somebody gonna be like, well, at least he's still going home at night. Come on now.
They ain't cheating.
It ain't cheating if y'all ain't sleeping.
If she let it go. If she let you do it, it ain't cheating.
I don't understand.
If she allow it.
If she allowed it, it ain't cheating. I'm gonna just be real. If she allow you to go get your rocks off and come home, that ain't cheating.
If you allow it,
cheating is doing something. Look. Cheating is doing something that.
Listen,
I tell you what.
What that chick said, if you let a man talk you into friends with benefits, you are.
Listen. Oh, but my question is to that point is, what's keeping you there? Is you cheating on her, but she not giving you what you're looking for. So what's keeping you with her?
He married.
It can't be years.
Sometimes it's the hope that she might change. Sometimes it's the fear of having to walk away from everything that he created with her. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, taking all his money.
Sometimes it's just a matter of we all heard this. Come on, we all grown. We've all heard somebody go, well, I still love her. I'm just not getting what I want from her. And that's on the woman end too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think you're not man enough to leave where you're not happy at.
Oh, that's good. He's not man enough. So that woman that's doing the same thing because she's getting benefits,
and,
you hear me?
And she just
because she's comfortable.
They got something
she just a low down.
They got something to let you do your thug as long as you take care of her.
All right.
Come
That's why I say that ain't cheating.
But eventually she gonna start doing.
No, why I say that ain't cheating?
Yeah.
She gonna start doing it.
If you approve of it,
so if you let me do it, watch this. If you let me do it, there's a killer question.
Hypothetically,
be real. If you let me do this, am I cheating?
Not
really?
necessarily.
Right, because I'm doing it. Cheating is doing something you know you're supposed to be doing that shit.
Right.
But no,
But you
if
do know you ain't
that's
supposed
the
to do
case,
it.
to answer your question, yes, it's cheating. Listen.
No. If I know I'm supposed to be doing this, y'all gotta get this. Y'all gotta get it right now. If I know I'm supposed to be doing it, but from doing it, she allowed. I don't know I'm supposed to be doing it. She allowed me to do it.
Listen,
Okay, you
listen.
got a point.
Because somebody allow you to do something, don't mean it's right. Let's just be
Right.
real.
You
Let-
know
let-
you
let-
ain't
hold on,
supposed to
I ain't
do
say,
it.
listen, that's their relationship.
No.
If that's how
listen.
she rocking. How he cheating on her? She know what he doing.
Listen,
She allowed it.
Listen, here go my thing.
Something gotta be beneficial to her. For her.
Come on,
All
man.
right, all right.
Come on.
For her
You
to
know
allow
it
that
is.
Come on.
situation.
If you
I don't know
put it
no
that
woman.
way,
They're
Either
gonna
she
allow that
just
shit.
insecure, she don't got no self-esteem, none of that.
She
Or
want all
she not
bad.
there.
or
But here go my
that
question.
nigga that bad.
This was the question I was about to
Yeah,
ask, though.
that's what I said.
This is the question I was about to ask, though. If in fact she let him do it, understanding that at some point she gonna do the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
can she even complain about what he doing?
She
No.
can't
And
get
as a matter of
she
fact,
want-
hold on. If she know eventually she gonna do her own thing, ain't she kind of getting what she deserved? Cause technically, if you let me go only so eventually you could go do you, what I'm doing, that's all you should get from me. You don't earn me coming home, being faithful, sitting inside with you every day. If your intent is to go out there and get you at some point anyway.
But this, I'm gonna tell you, this is coming from how a woman perceives.
Okay.
She only gonna follow the leader.
They-
Basically.
hold on, they got some
And
women
then-
leading the fucking game.
Well,
man.
they got something
All
like
right,
that. They
let's
got
go
some-
now.
All right,
Hold
but
on now.
listen.
Hold on now.
But listen,
I
that
just
goes
said that.
that goes with the nigga seeing it
Mhm.
and he allowing it.
Oh, they got
You
some
know what
niggas
I'm saying?
allowed.
He would
They got
let
some
his
niggas
girl.
allowed.
What if he don't see it?
You gonna
Because
see
let's
it.
go.
Them
Hold
niggas
up,
see
let's
it,
be
man.
real.
See it.
Hold
You
on,
gonna
I'm
see
gonna
it.
talk to
Them niggas
Pleasant.
know.
The whole
I ain't
demeanor
gonna talk
change
to
when a
y'all. I
woman
ain't gonna
when
talk to
she
y'all. I'm
dealing
talking to
with another
Pleasant.
man.
I'm talking to Pleasant. Let's be real. Both men and women have been in situations where they have been so blinded by love they couldn't see it if you showed it to them. Let's be real. I'm lying.
You
And we all know situations like that.
Mhm.
Because some people don't have to change their behavior if their behavior was already that when they started messing with you.
So they accepted it
No,
already.
What I'm saying is, think about it like this: if you never had an idea of what something faithful looked like,
Oh.
if I'm coming to you,
yeah,
hold
you
up.
already
If
know.
I'm
That's what
coming
I'm
to you,
saying.
you
You
already
already
know.
know.
So listen, you used to you.
He can give her a little piece and she gonna run with that because she gonna think it's different from what she normally
All
has.
right.
I
You
understand that.
understand? Like they got situations where people get and think about it. They got some women. If his schedule, if he could fit cheating into his schedule and still be home by 6 o'clock every day, do she think he cheat? Because most people think it's an all night thing, or he got to switch up his patterns. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
My
yeah,
grandma
it
used to
ain't
say
all
this
night
all the time. It don't take all night to do nothing.
Nothing.
You heard me?
Nothing.
But some people get caught up in the mix.
Hold up.
You heard
He
me?
want later. He
I
want
just said
later.
it earlier. 2
He want
minutes.
later. That's what he gonna do.
I just told
I'm
y'all
not
2
playing with
minutes.
you. And
It
your
don't,
two minutes, dog.
it don't take all night. They could be in the thighs by 5 and home by 6.
You heard me?
Boy, they could be
Yeah.
in the thigh by 5, be
20,
home by
out the door.
5:15.
And some niggas got sick
Look.
time.
It take 10
Some
minutes to
niggas
get home. They be
mental
home
health
by
days
5:12.
Well, mental health days, they taking them in.
But
look, look, look.
I ain't worked for nobody in a long time.
Hey.
You got mental health days?
Yeah.
It take
Shit.
10 minutes to get home. Start at 5, you'll be home by 5:12, 5:13.
Now, come on, now, I just learned.
That
But
bitch
let
ain't
me
washed
see.
or nothing.
I just learned about 3.
Nigga don't care.
I just
Who it
learned
take-
about 3
it take
reasons
three-
to go about a quick pick.
What is
I
that?
just learned that.
What is that?
If y'all in the club, they gonna do
They
about
strategizing
3.
which one
They gonna which one and that, and then when they whatever one they get, that's the quick pick.
Yeah.
They pick 3.
I just learned that shit like
Well, see,
what?
I see when I was running in the streets, though, it was more of, yeah, either because it was never no one night stands. It was always somebody I had dealing with that, you know, I might see 2, 3 of them in the club, but it's gonna see which one that's gonna really want to go home with me. So yeah, you could say that. You could constantly say
Ooh,
that.
the trip part about is, I done been a quick pick.
Oh, you'd have been that way. You'd have been that route. Men be that too. Men be that too.
See, bro, let me tell you something. See, some men got. See, I've always been realistic with myself. Some men be fucked up. They really think they be that nigga on that night. No, bitch. Look around. You hung till the last fucking song. The last song and the last drink. You was the last motherfucker in here. You know how she told you before? If you was the last nigga on earth, this so happened. That night you was the last nigga on earth.
Hold up, dog. Sometimes niggas believe early, be like, shit, dog. Think, dog, I gotta get up out here right quick. Look, the DJ ain't finished hooking up his equipment yet. Look, I gotta move out right quick, dog. I gotta make this move right quick. I'm about to roll out. Look, I'm gonna holler at you when I finish. Give me about 30 minutes.
The women are getting worse than the men. So
Say it again.
the women are getting worse than the men.
Yes, they are.
They're the new, really, for real. I be like, what
Yeah,
the?
it wild.
Yeah, they wild
for real.
Oh, they wilding on a whole different type of time. And guess what?
Like
But again,
they run
back to the
train on
justification. What?
niggas. Think it's game.
That ain't just started. I can tell you when it started, roughly at least. I heard time about
What they
time or
doing?
two.
They running train on niggas.
At least they sharing them.
Put it
They
that
sharing
way.
them. But look, I was real talk. But their justification is look at what y'all niggas did me. Y'all
Fuck
niggas
all
made us
that,
do that.
man. Fuck all that.
That's
All right.
You gonna hold on
That's
to
the
that
most
bullshit?
stupid-ass reason in
So, hold
the
on.
world. I'm a
bullshit.
woman.
All right.
I'm a
Bullshit.
woman and I'm
That's
saying that.
Bullshit.
All
That's
right.
what y'all got, but you heard
The
it.
reason I'm drinking, look at my dad. The reason I'm
Look,
drinking, look
I'm
at my
not
dad.
saying that you not wrong with that bullshit. Because if you gonna keep on being like that because the last nigga hurt you, you
Let me
might as
tell you
well
something.
just be a
I'ma
hoe
say
that's
and-
an excuse.
and own to your.
All right,
She
so
wanted to be a
listen.
hoe anyway.
Listen, this what all right, so I'm gonna say this and y'all tell me y'all thoughts on this. I'm at a point in my life where I understand the average woman don't want a good nigga. A good nigga is responsibility. A good nigga removes the opportunity for you to have an excuse
do
for why
what you
you
wanna
not
do.
doing better.
Right.
Right?
You do
If
what
you
you
keep
wanna-
picking fucked up niggas, you don't have to do better. You can keep doing you, and every time somebody asks you, it's gonna be his fault. So realistically, as women talk about, oh, men ain't doing this, men ain't doing that, they got men doing it, but you don't want that man because that man, you mean you gotta step your shit up. You heard me?
absolutely correct.
That's the whole thing. Y'all want, but they want us to be
You know,
responsible
that
for
Larry
them.
Blige, they took that shit to heart when they talk about taking as I am. They took it to heart for real.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
take
This
think
that.
motherfucker could be bipolar, schizophrenic, they could be retarded.
But
But
see,
they want you to accept them like that.
And want you to change everything
What
about
about
you.
you?
say, listen,
Now you hear me.
my thing is,
Mm. I
some
know this.
women don't understand that they get the man that they willing to accept. I keep saying this, I say it many times over. Women get approached all day, every day.
24/7.
They got their pick.
Between DMs and walking up to them.
They
What?
They
So
first solid friend.
so if you continually picking fucked up niggas, you got affection for this fucked up nigga. You heard me? This your jacket. You know what I'm saying?
I was told females always like bad boys.
Bad boys.
Growing up, they always wanted them a bad boy.
But listen, there's not
These
A
bad
bad
boy
boy.
druggies now.
a bad boy and a bad nigga is two different things. You heard me?
He
Because-
toxic, he toxic. That's
No,
just
but
what it
see,
is.
a bad boy cannot be toxic. Nigga might be on some thugging type shit, but he might know how to respect her and know how to treat her.
Yeah,
You heard
true.
me? In her mind, that's still a bad boy. But then they got these bad men out here that this nigga ain't bringing you nothing but problems and dick. You heard me?
But look.
And so,
I
The dick
understand.
outweigh the problem.
well,
Put that pipe down. Yeah, they digmatized.
Boy,
Yeah,
hey,
they don't
two
get
minutes
digmatized.
and 30 seconds
They
tearing
gonna
her ass
they
up.
gonna get digmatized.
So-
So no well.
so when she get digmatized, right?
no well,
And she know and she understand that he come in and all he giving you is dick, heartache, and headache, and then he gonna serve somebody else the same fucking platter. When you know what you got, can you be mad about him cheating? Can you be upset? Can you be
Not
like,
when you know.
I deserve better than this? No, you listen.
you
She
accept-
you know
don't
what I've
care.
learned?
Know why she accepted? Cause she got a nigga that ain't throwing dick on her. But you ever heard this? I got everything I need. This nigga here, that's my money man. This nigga here's my vacation nigga. The nigga take my pictures, you'll never see him. It's this old nigga always. But I go on vacation. And you got a nigga give me that good dick. I'm calling nigga when I need that good dick. They got the whole
They got a
thing.
Crayola box.
Yeah, Crayola box in one.
This is what I learned, dog. You know,
And what y'all having y'all variety pack?
See, that's the problem. Niggas don't have no variety. Niggas don't even care about variety. Them niggas right now, if it's green right there, the niggas just want green. Tomorrow, fuck it, I'm getting pink. Tomorrow, look, they ain't gonna have all them Crayola box. You know what? It's too much maintenance. Women is maintenance. Understand? For a nigga, women is maintenance. If you know, put it this way, even if you got money, dealing with all the women, that's maintenance.
Oh, yeah, you
But you know,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I learned.
Nigga be like, fuck that. Like he keep it down to, you know, someone be like, look, we can't do all that.
But
telling you it's real.
Women have made it so easy to a lot of niggas getting off scot free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They don't want-
right.
They don't want to pay
Yeah,
shit.
no,
But then what
They
women
don't
don't
want.
realize
They
either.
don't.
As
They
long as
ain't
you
even got
can
to
put that
step
fight
up.
down.
That's
Hey,
it.
look,
Right
what
there.
women don't realize.
Guess
Right
what?
there, Black.
Hey,
Black.
that's A1 right there. That's that green pick today. Tomorrow might be that yellow. I mean, that's what it
But
is.
watch this though. Get what I learned.
Y'all hold on
See,
to y'all colors.
See, relationships.
They
Relationship
fuck
is-
with their heart.
Look at it like this though. A relationship is a job, right?
Yeah.
Love is your wages, right? Being treated right, being held, and all that other shit. That's benefits, right? Now, when you going into a job, you know when you first go in there, they tell you what they paying. But you can accept what they say the minimum payment is, or you can negotiate your way into a higher salary. Most people don't know
Depending
that.
on the experience you got.
Right. Watch this though. Watch this. Some people don't know that. So they go in there and they take whatever they give them, right? Some people go in there getting a full-time job, but getting part-time benefits, right?
Right.
Some people taking full-time positions, salary positions, but taking part-time pay, not knowing they can negotiate for higher salaries, right? So when you go in and you take whatever I give you as a nigga, don't expect me to come in and go, you're doing such a good job. Let me give you a raise. Shit ain't happening. I'm gonna keep you where you. I'm gonna keep you with my foot on your neck long as I can. You understand? And if you never come in my office and ask for a raise,
I'll complain.
you complain, I'm gonna get rid of you. You better do better than just come and ask for a raise. You heard me? Because you complain, I'm gonna just tell you the truth.
I'm gonna tell you what's real. It's what niggas do. See, this is the difference. I'm just telling you what it is.
Listen, ladies.
Niggas make themselves just like a job. If you learn everything on the job, you make yourself where you know so much that they start needing you.
You outshine the master.
Ain't even that. Where they need you. It ain't about them asking you for a raise. When you ask for a raise, it ain't like you coming out, you can say something, they be like, oh, fuck that. This motherfucker know everything. You know, you done did so
You
much.
made yourself valuable.
So niggas make themselves valuable to a woman. Well, she depend on him so much that at the point in time when he say, look, I want to do this, what she gonna do?
She gonna
Yes.
do it because she done got.
Yeah.
She done
She done got
she done
come.
just
This nigga
asked.
paying all the bills. Nigga getting money when she want to. Taking her on trips. Doing all that shit. Got her kids good. Putting her kids through school. What you think she gonna do? She about to leave all that for a nigga that just got a regular job and he all right?
But you know what my
She
problem
gonna be
with
like,
that though?
fuck that.
wait,
I'm just being real. I'm being real
My
though.
problem with that is right now, and I know I've seen it, you've seen it, you've seen it, you've seen it. They got some women right now holding on to him for dear life, and he ain't doing none of what we just discussed.
Yeah,
You heard
I'm
me?
about to
Your
say.
children on the back burner.
But they got dudes that's really hold on,
They
back.
made it so
Hold on.
easy, though.
Your girl just sat right here when she was in here that night and explained the same thing. She was like, this nigga was doing everything. What the fuck? I'm about to break this up. I got kids and everything. I'm gonna let this nigga do him, so I'm gonna be straight. Am I lying?
But
But
I'm
yeah.
not lying.
Understand.
But
Alright.
she did say that, but let me tell you, that shit there, I ain't see none of that shit, lady. That's in the 80s and fuck 90s.
No, ain't no 80s and 90s. 2000.
Women
I'ma tell
have
you,
made
ladies.
it so easy.
ladies, I'm gonna just tell
So
y'all.
where a nigga feel like he don't have to do nothing but put that yike down and get the fuck. I'm
You know
telling
why
you.
though? You know why though?
If you don't
'Cause we
have
gonna-
value
if we gonna
for
keep
yourself,
it G, if we gonna keep it G,
come
let's
on.
just keep it G.
Go.
If you're offended by this comment, go ahead click off now because I'm about to just get to your raw. Too many women are in pussy competitions.
Oh,
You heard me?
but
Say
see,
You would
again.
rather say
my thing is
you would rather say I outfucked you to get him
Come
than to
on,
say I'm
Rob.
more woman than her and I
Oh, they
earned
been
it.
like that.
Man,
They been
that's
like
just-
that.
that's-
so hold on. See, y'all giving the men too much credit.
No,
Hold on. Them hoes just be want fuck too.
That's what he
They
said.
just be real.
They got-
They
That's
really
what he
wanna-
said.
I know that. I know they ain't pussy competition. I know you said, but what I'm saying, you talking about right now is like, you know, they let the nigga come, get dick. No, they let the nigga come. They trying to get, they trying to get a nigga to get that.
Yeah,
What he's saying is, as far as
That's
like a
what I
man
said.
dealing with a female and another female trying to take this man from her, that she thinking that, oh, because since I fucking good, I can take him from him. See, a woman to think like that. A woman will be a side piece and then they gradually to be the man.
I'm-
Think like she
I'm
took
talking
something
about the
from
whole
her. But a man,
mentally.
you can't do that with a man.
Hold up,
Because if
but I'm
you
saying-
cheat on your man
Right.
with me, and y'all break up,
I already know what you're gonna do to me.
they did.
But mentally, what I'm saying, some women they don't give a
They
fuck
got
about.
dog-
They don't
they
give a
got
fuck
dog
about
females like
if I
that.
fuck him better than her.
Nah.
They want
They got
fuck right
something that's
now.
gonna get that
I
nut
want
off
my
and
nut.
keep it moving.
What's
Yeah,
that?
That's
that's
like what she
that's
said, the
true.
new nigga. That's the new
That's the
nigga.
new
Listen,
nigga.
but my
That's the new
problem
nigga.
is
That's how
They
it
don't
is.
give a
No,
damn.
hold on.
because
Niggas
it's
think on
definitely
that.
not the
It's
age.
That's
women.
what I'm saying. It's the new
Yeah,
nigga.
but he's saying that the women is the new nigga.
Women that
now.
used to do that
Yeah.
back
They
then.
can't do
Right,
that.
no.
If they
Oh,
up
they
there
gotta go through who?
Boy,
Who the
know what
hell?
I'm
They
talking
gotta go
about.
through. They gotta go to movie about 13 times.
See,
They got
now,
tired of that shit.
look,
Hey,
look
yeah,
what they call
right,
that,
Man, how long I gotta wait for this
Here go the
man?
problem with that, though.
Nigga had to go to boot about 13 fucking
Right.
Friday movies,
They-
dinners.
They ain't
Shit.
gotta do
But he go
nothing.
the problem though. He go the problem with all that. Women have been looking at niggas do it so long, they never saw the consequences that niggas dealt with because of their actions, right? So some of these women out here doing it, and most of them fucking anything. You hear me? They ain't even got enough sense to be selective. And I tell niggas this. I ain't just talking to women, I tell niggas this. Man, let me tell you something. Be very, very careful who you lay down with because you always get up with a piece of them. You understand? That's a very real thing. Hold on. Let me
Go
say
ahead, go
this.
ahead.
So what happens is we made being fucked up look good. That shit been dysfunctional for a long time. But we practiced it. We made that shit look like it was amazing. Look how much fun we having. And y'all looking at us thinking, man, them niggas having a ball. Man, when the consequence come around to this bitch, we don't show that shit.
But
You hear me?
I'm gonna say this. I want to say this. I'll make sure I make this point clear. You understand? Most of the older women, it ain't them. It's the young ones. Listen, hold up. So they don't even know or even learn that shit. This just a behavior they was taught and how they was. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody treat them bad. They ain't had a relationship. They didn't even really been in. Like when you was younger, you don't have a relationship. Like what I'm saying, with the older women, they don't have a relationship. So what happens is the older women, from what they went through, they teaching these young girls. Let's be real.
The game.
I hate the game. It's fucked up.
Not even the game.
Them girls ain't even had a good relationship yet. Now, how you 20, 25, 30 years old doing this shit? You ain't been through nothing.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you like this. Society molding them.
Yes.
Ooh,
Society.
all right.
And the social media
Oh,
is
fucking right.
what's molding today's world. Just like, all right, like say you in a relationship. You married.
Right.
Pleasant, she been married. You know what the difference is. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
No hide. We all got cell phones in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife walk up to you right fucking now. Say, let me see that phone. Is she gonna hand it to her?
Fucking right.
Okay, because see, you do that. But see, with today's society, people tell you, don't touch my phone.
Yeah.
Right.
But if we're in a relationship and I'm supposed to trust you,
I should be able to touch your
why I
phone.
can't go through your phone?
Yeah.
Listen.
Not that I want to, but if I'll ask and say it should be given to me with ease, not resistance.
Listen, a lot of people are in relationships, but not in committed relationships.
So
most people got one foot in, one foot out. Most people date or in relationships, even married, right? With the what if this don't work possibility, right? So they always keep a door open just in case something happens.
No, they do.
Because they operating out of fear.
Hold on, no, they treat it like a business. What they tell you about business?
I just want to understand.
What they tell you? But hold up, what they tell you about any business right now?
With that.
Always, they tell you what. Always have an exit plan.
Yeah, you gotta
In
know.
every business you get in, they tell you.
You should
But
know.
No. Listen. I'm trying to make a point. I'm trying to say it's really that.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Everybody have an exit plan,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times people so afraid of this here to get hurt. They always got an exit plan, so when something happens,
then you're not all into me.
But that's the thing.
If I can make sure when I leave this motherfucker, I'm not that hurt. I might be hurt, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm be all right.
This is a prime example. All right. All of us. Let's say you have a plan in your mind you don't want to work for the white man no more.
Mhm.
You're gonna start your own business. So when you start that business, you're gonna put your blood, sweat, and tears into this motherfucker.
Yeah.
100%.
And it might fail.
But
It
you
might
know that.
fail.
But you can't go
But
into
you won't
it
know
thinking,
until you go the extra mile for it, right?
but you can't go into it thinking it might fail.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
right,
saying.
right.
So what I'm saying is, when you open this business, the only thing in your mind is success. You prayed on it. You know, you didn't did your diligence with it. You didn't sleepless hours, up early, sleep late. You didn't put your all into this business.
Right.
Why is not the same with a relationship? Why you feel
It's
like you gotta have
listen,
one foot in, one
It's
foot out?
supposed to be the same with a relationship, but what happens is
You weren't scared to start that business.
what people don't realize
No.
is
No.
most of us go into a situation not trusting us. It ain't about not trusting them. Because
You can't trust yourself.
because I can't trust me to pick something that I should be able to trust. Everything else I pick failed me. So how I know I'm getting it right this time?
But you know
So
what's
now
crazy?
I'm gonna protect myself by not letting myself get all the way
But you
into
know what's
that.
crazy, like you say about that business? You know what's crazy? You go all in, right? And once that business is successful, once you get to a certain point, you know what they tell you? You gotta have an exit strategy. Why do you think we supposed to sell that business? I'm saying that's how people think. That's how people really
You
think.
can see they's looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. I mean, I don't want to get off the subject or whatever.
No, we right. Keep going.
With the business situation, people that really cherish their business, they're not gonna sell it. No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that they built from ground up.
But
They gonna go to the grave owning that
hold
motherfucker.
hold up.
Just like the bakery. What's the name up there? Antoine.
Right.
That lady probably will go to her grave owning that motherfucker.
But you know what's crazy?
You know why?
You know what's crazy?
She built that.
You know what's crazy? Most businesses are taught. They are taught. Once you get to a ceiling and you feel like you're at that ceiling, hold on. Listen what I'm saying. Like you get to a point where your business is doing so good. You know one thing about business up and down.
Fluctuate.
Yeah. So it might be something like maybe some years when shit happened, the economy fucked up, you lose them. Like a lot of people lost during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So when that shit up, they always say have an exit strategy. When you got somebody come at you with the right amount of money, but you still got percentage of what you're doing, you're gonna sell it and still have a percentage of it.
But see, when it comes to relationships, if you're looking at it from a business standpoint,
Right? I ain't looking at it.
No, hold up though. If you're looking at it from a business standpoint in a relationship, then your exit strategy is supposed to be realistically us dying, seeing our children and our grandchildren go. That's supposed to be the goal.
That's the
We're supposed to be on one accord with that.
Cause see,
Let me
They lost sight of that.
Let me ask you a question.
But
They don't
Why
like
do
it
we
like
see?
that.
just like Walmart,
Why do we see
see
that
that man died?
when we was young?
They get it to his
When we
children.
was young, how many times did we see our grandparents like that? Ask me how many grandparents like that right now.
Yeah, that's
Most of the grandparents,
That's
most of the
what I'm saying.
grandparents, I see them
That's what I'm
motherfuckers in teens.
I get it.
Yeah, niggas enjoy this motherfucking life.
No, I'm just
Listen,
saying.
listen,
They ain't know
listen.
that. I'm talking about
Listen,
this.
I get it. Listen,
They
Yeah,
done
listen.
lost sight.
Yeah.
listen, I get it. But
Like
what
Like
I'm
I
saying
told you,
is,
social media.
but
all
what
that
we
shit.
can't do though, like, and I think I see people doing this all the time. People are so caught up in just accepting what's going on right now. Nobody don't want to try to correct it, and it's just how it is. Nah, it don't have to be like that.
That's what it is.
Every behavior is taught.
It's easier to
Right?
follow than to lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you think every trend come out, everybody do it?
Listen to
New
me.
pair of jeans come out.
Everybody
New
go for it.
wig come out. New eyelashes come out. Everybody want
Everybody
to
go.
new makeup come out.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna want to try, but when you stay original, then you stay the same. Ain't nothing in this world can make you change into what's going on
But see,
out
that's
there in
the
this
thing,
world.
though. That's the thing. Once you know yourself and once you understand values, you can say that. But how many people say like
A
this?
lot of people
Watch
don't
But I'm
this,
understand.
saying out of 10, I might meet 2 people that actually feel like the way I feel.
But
A lot of people
and
don't
look
know
at it like
themselves.
this though. Look at it like this. Most people haven't seen the actual relationships work, right? So when they haven't seen the actual
My shit
relationship
didn't.
work,
My shit don't work.
they don't know what to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what it is to look forward to a functional, healthy relationship. So I'm taking whatever you put out there. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, you know what your idea of a healthy relationship is. You know what it is in your mind that will bring you peace, right? Sometimes, let's be real, when you get into the relationship, you might not be on that type of time. Fuck, I just met you. I don't know where it's going. Yeah, I like that, but I don't know if it's gonna really be that. So I'm moving like this. But after so long, and you start showing me,
motherfuckers start showing you that it's really real.
yeah,
You gonna change up.
yeah.
You gonna change up.
Say, bro, listen, dog, you gotta know, like for me, they got days and times, son. I walk into my house. I might walk in there today. I walk in there, she might walk in, and I might be like, God damn, fine as a mother. That's my shorts you got on.
So she in your shorts, bitch.
You got on my socks too? Wait, we saying socks and shorts?
She can't be wearing your shorts, dog. Boy,
I don't
she
wear them
can't
no more.
fit your
That's
shorts.
hers.
I'm about to say she can't fit your shorts.
Listen,
That's hers at this
Let-
point.
what
She
I
put
learned
them
about
on,
a
she
female.
trying to show you
hold
something.
up. No, what I learned about a female, you know, you got to understand the intimacy of a female.
Yeah, that's what she had with it.
Because they gon'
They
they
connected.
love you. They love you
They
that much.
connected.
They gonna put on a t-shirt. Somebody put on your boxes.
Your boxes.
They just let you know that she there. She's
So,
really like.
But what I'm
man.
saying is, and I'm using that as
They
a
got female that
obscure
sleep
thing.
in a nigga t-shirt.
That
You know what I'm
gonna
saying? That's
happen.
just what it is.
But what I'm saying is, some people, if they've never known that level of intimacy, that shit could be a real problem. You understand? But once you learn that somebody's developed that level of comfort for you, y'all have connected on a different level. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, who trying to connect?
Everybody,
Man, one argument. I'm
Yeah.
out the door hitting something else.
nobody leaving? Because social media told her they don't take that shit from him. And you gotta understand.
Listen,
They
You
mama told them that.
Listen. But I tell people all the
Single
time,
fucking ass.
stop looking for this perfect shit. If you're not willing to fuss with a motherfucker, if you're not willing to go through nothing with a motherfucker, just don't even fuck with it.
listen.
And that's
I'm
real
gonna-
shit.
I'm gonna get on this subject here about. I'm gonna say about marriage. I've never been married.
It's a beautiful.
I will.
all right,
You been
one.
married? You been married?
Yeah.
All right. You married now? You know what I'm
That 2
saying?
minutes.
Hey. Boy, it had nothing to do with the 2 minutes.
Look,
Fuck,
look,
you took me
look,
to
Wait,
jail.
don't be
Every
married.
minute,
That's
give me the
a
drill.
Hey, back then, bitch, I was on that gym. It wasn't 2 minutes.
And I'm gonna keep it all the way through.
Let's go.
You know, I've been around Blue Pleasant a long time.
Yeah.
I done watched the relationship. But you
Bet
know,
that.
with her,
Mhm.
they don't have longevity marriages no more.
Huh.
Tell me about
You
it.
might have what comes with the situation, a big old wedding, and we
Okay.
divorce a year later.
Okay, right.
No,
But you notice the ones that go to the
I'm
justice
about
of the
to-
peace,
Slaves.
they be lasting forever.
Well,
Even they got
I did
people-
have a big
They
wedding,
got
though.
people that's not even married that have been together 12, 15 years.
But that also has a lot to do. That
Why
also,
is it so easy
But-
for them? Because they figure, oh, I'm not on paperwork for you. I don't actually belong to you, but I belong to you.
but you know what though? It's also
They
about.
don't care
It's
about
also
people.
about. You also have to have in relationships, being real with you. You also have to have a strong supporting cast.
Yes.
You know, niggas tell you all the time, don't tell
Yes.
everybody your business, but sometimes the people around
But
you
gotta
got
have
to know
real
your
friends.
business.
You gotta
Yeah,
have real
bet
friends.
that. But listen,
If you tell the wrong person, they're gonna tell
No, no,
something
no, no.
different.
Right.
But listen, listen. You have to be very, very selective about
Yes,
who
you
you
do.
give what to. But what I'm saying is, what I do, and I'm honest about myself. I got people I trust. You know what I'm saying?
Enough to hold your
that,
secret.
that, and not even hold my
Just
secret,
hold
but,
what you
but
say.
correct me.
Oh, all right.
You heard me?
A lot of
Like,
people
I
don't
tell
know.
people this all the time. Me and my wife could go through something right now. I could go to this bitch and vent. As much as he fuck with me, if I'm wrong, but you know
You
you got
gotta,
that
you
wrong.
gotta take that honest criticism.
Now I don't want to hear that, but I got
But
to
you
take
got
it
to
because I know where
because
it's coming from.
You
You understand?
The
The whole
That's
thing
my
goes.
wife-in-law, bitch.
Yeah, and
But no, they
and-
see, they got
No,
some
I'm real,
motherfuckers.
though.
I
I'm
understand,
real.
but they got some people, like you said, will tell you what you want to hear.
No,
Instead
it
of
ain't
what
that.
you need
Let me
to
tell
hear.
you what it
You
is.
know what I'm saying?
You know what they'll do? They're aided by his
They're
shit.
gonna sugarcoat it.
Come on, man. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go through
wrong.
this.
She wrong. She wrong for
No,
that.
it
what
ain't
she-
even that.
And it make you
Let's go
feel
see
like
some
you about to
hoes.
go in there and destroy your household on account of some motherfucker that never been through what you going through.
And never been
But you-
married.
but you
That's what I'm
also-
saying. And won't
but
tell
see-
you how to run the situation.
But see, also though, you
Ooh,
gotta
women good at that.
Boy,
Yes,
you
they are.
never get people.
Tell the truth.
They are.
A lot of no, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you like this. Females hate to see another female happy.
Yes.
Oh Jesus!
That right there alone.
You done
If
left
you
the
got a
clique.
single friend.
You done got married.
got
You
a
done
single
left the
friend?
clique.
Yeah. Oh yeah, great. I called him over there cheating over. Oh man
I
be
see him
at
over
home
there
the whole
talking.
time.
I done see him over there talking to a bitch in the store.
That is. And the
Fucking cousin.
females gonna run with it because they don't want to feel played about it.
If she the
Instead
right
of them-
female, instead of going to break that home up, if you feel like he's doing something wrong, go and check that nigga and say, look.
You ain't gotta check him. Go speak. Cause the nigga
Oh,
tell
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
And let them know that you know.
I don't know. I don't mean like checking out it. I don't mean like that.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, go. You right. Yeah,
Go
go
speak,
speak.
what's
But
Like,
you know, Trip up half of the time, you go speak, he might be like, look, this such and such, and he gonna explain himself already because he already know.
Yes.
He know.
Females different.
But
Females want to inquire.
fire.
The one he talking to gonna want to know who she is. Come and approach him.
Yeah.
Well, who
But
that
guess what
is?
though? If
Now
you
you
ain't
gotta
got-
make up a lie.
If you ain't- but if you
No,
ain't
but
got
I'm saying,
nothing to hide,
if he ain't got nothing to hide, he gonna be like,
Yeah,
that's my wife, that's my wife's sister, that's my wife's friend.
But
Just
on
like
that
this,
level,
Like this, my oldest daughter, 27. You might see me out with her. If you don't know that's her, which if you look in her face, you gonna know. But
you can see.
feel what I'm saying though.
Not when they
But
drunk.
messy people don't see that. Let's just be
They're
real.
miserable.
So understand this. They might see me and her somewhere. If they were in that mindset, they might go back and be like, "Oh, well, I saw him with a woman." I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? But
But
Let
guess
me
what?
tell you something.
All
I done
on, the
had that
same,
happen
all
before.
on the same token, the right female, even though you married and if she for you, she ain't gonna blow you in her cover. She ain't gonna blow your cover.
Let me tell you something. If either woman or male, if they cheating and you jam them up, like say that my little partner who live and I see them jam up, the demeanor gonna change.
yeah,
Because
They
if
gonna
you're not
tell
doing
them that.
wrong, if you're not
Thank you,
doing
that's
nothing
what
wrong,
I'm saying.
You gonna say
You
that.
ain't gonna blow.
you still gonna be cool. Yeah,
Listen,
look,
bro,
that's my
listen,
people.
listen, bro.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
did, but
hey.
if your demeanor changes, y'all know y'all attracted to each other.
And what
possibly
people don't
fuck,
realize is this,
their
though.
demeanor
What
gonna
people
change.
don't realize is this: the average motherfucker who cheating, if they out and about, they somewhere where they wasn't expecting to get walked down on. You heard me?
Oh, they got some niggas. They got some bold motherfuckers.
But
They'll take
I
their
say
side piece
the
to the club
average.
where they know that people.
I
gonna-
say the average.
Yeah,
Though.
all right,
You heard
all
me?
right.
You know what? Because they got all these niggas around. Hey, look around for me. She in here. Let me know what she
I ain't seen some niggas pull off some
There
ass.
some people come around.
I didn't see
I'm
some
just saying,
niggas pull
niggas
off some
just-
ass, and
Oh,
it's crazy.
I've been a cousin. Nigga be like, let me know, like, say Ted, bro. Let me know she come to me. Bitch, I'm not no fucking wild dog, bitch. That's on you. I
But
was in
at
my
the
drink.
same
I
time,
get out the
yeah,
fucking way.
yeah, and it's stupid.
I'm not. Oh, I ain't getting into that. I don't get
Yeah,
into
then
that.
he's stupid. Then he's stupid. He gonna give him a shot when he walk away. So now
Oh,
they
yeah.
really slipping.
Uh-huh.
Now they drunk as a
They
motherfucker.
gave a
Always
thing.
beat.
But
He always
get you another
beat.
one.
You
You know he done already give you
He
the
always
thing gonna come back.
he always being joked out.
Oh, they gonna walk
Listen,
down on
like,
it like she about
But
to
here's
jam
the
him up.
thing, though, bro. If we enter into a situation with somebody, right, and we don't put it all on the table, right? Expectations, if we ain't putting into account what I see in you when I pick you, if I don't pay attention to all the red flags and whatever, and then now you see them, but you overlook them, and then somewhere down the line when you committed, you find out they're for somebody else. Didn't you earn that?
Hold up. I got to think about red flags. I'll be honest. Nobody's perfect. And see, we get this perfection shit. We say shit, but honestly, we think perfection. Everybody gonna give you some type of red flag. But you gotta understand what type of red flag they giving you, understand what it is. Because you might meet a motherfucker and she click out as soon as you say, or click out so somebody come talk to you, but you gotta know she like overprotective. That's a red flag for you. You gotta understand, what she come. You don't know what made her like that. And she might be a good, but she might be a good motherfucker. And you start to know her and you start to understand she's a good motherfucker, but you see that she ain't because of what she went through. You know what I'm saying?
That's what communication come into.
No, hold up. Even though you communicate,
Insecurity
It don't-
play a lot.
a
Though.
crackhead don't stop smoking crack tomorrow.
But that
It
what I'm
takes
saying.
some time.
Listen.
You see what I'm saying? It takes
Listen.
people time to
If
get
you
over
talk to
shit
them,
they doing with.
if you talk to them though, right, and they explain,
You
but
being
look,
real.
I'm right
That's
here.
true.
But look,
right.
if you talk to them and they explain, man, look, I'm like this because of this, and this, right? But you see the value in them, and you trying to work past it, right?
Yeah.
And you see they really putting forward their best effort.
Yeah.
Because even if you trying to get it right, time to time,
You gonna
shit happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say red flag.
It's worth looking into. But there are some things, there are some red
Some red
flags,
flags ain't red flags.
them bitch stoplights.
Thank you.
You
All
heard me?
right. I'm about to nigga. You better raise my fucking mouth for the God. I'm about to say that. Because the red flag, you red flag or some shit. You gotta be like, bitch. Oh no, hell no.
Hey,
Some shit you'll
not
see
the
a
stoplight.
motherfucker do it. You be like,
Not even a stoplight, a
I'm
stop
alright with
sign.
that. I can't fuck with that. You like
Because you gotta know, like, all right, so everybody has something. I tell people this, dog, until I meet you,
nobody perfect.
until I meet you, some behaviors were good for me being single.
Mm-hmm.
When I meet you, I might not want to do that no
You
more,
want
but
some
I've been doing
criteria.
it so long that I have to work out of what was comfortable to me. You hear me? But if you see me progressively working towards being better, that red flag ain't really a red flag. But if I'm not working towards being better, if you meet a nigga and this nigga black in your eye, if this nigga black in your eye
That's
day
a
one,
stoplight.
that's a fucking stop sign.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah.
Like there's some shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if I meet a chick and she fucking everybody, come on, man, I'm not trying to work you through that.
Right. No.
You heard me?
That-
Yeah,
that
I'm
really
just
need
not
to
doing
You
it.
gonna be a therapist?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Look,
I
That's
quit.
you can't take all the things tonight. Look, just take 2 tonight, and tomorrow we're gonna have 6.
You heard me? Like you in this
Mom
place.
say they
Speaking
don't
on
let
nature,
them.
Yeah, I get like not to say you can't change, but you can't change in a relationship. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because if you meet a man who accepts you right there,
That's
you
what
have
you
no
gonna
reason
do
to work
change-
on changing.
change it.
Right.
you got to
You
go through
gonna
that
stay
healing
in that
process by
doing that
yourself.
game.
You heard
But-
me? Now,
But
when you go through it, on the other side, you might be the best thing out here.
Rob,
But you're gonna be the
Some
whole lot of
people-
dicks.
hey, hold on. But Rob, some people,
Chitlins.
you know what? I ain't talking with you guys. Some people, dog, if they really want to fuck with you like that,
They'll change for themselves.
say it again.
I already know they'll change.
But
If
not for
somebody
you.
wanna be-
Not
they
for
gonna
you.
do that for
They gonna do that for
themselves.
them because they want to be better themselves because
Yeah, it
they
is.
fucking with you.
Yeah,
They-
it is.
if a person change, I'm gonna say this real clear. If you change for somebody else, you're not gonna change. You're not changing because that person leave tomorrow.
You
gonna go back to who you are.
Yeah, there you go.
But when you change for
Who you
change who you are
for the better?
because you want to be better for that person, even when they leave, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be a better person.
But you know, like as men, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of times women miss out on. As men, when we meet that woman,
Yeah,
we start making some changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
you really want to fuck with her,
Because-
you be like,
And we not changing for her, but we changing because of her. Because we see something in you, and you be like, "Fuck, you deserve better."
If
than what the
if
last
she's
one's got.
solid, if she's solid, bring peace.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Though.
And overall, motivate, not talk to you like you're a child, but motivate you to become better.
Because a real woman
You
ain't
gonna
talk to you like
wanna
you're a
be
child
better.
anyway.
But it's not
Because
even.
she ain't gonna
it's-
want a child.
listen,
She gonna want a man.
you gonna want that vibe
Just like the
anyway.
same thing we were talking about last time.
You gonna want that
Your
vibe.
delivery is all about
Everything.
everything.
But listen, as men, a lot of times women want us to go from 0 to 100.
No,
It don't go like that.
But women,
We grow
women go 0 to 100.
But in a
though
negative
understand what's
way.
going on. Yeah, them
in a
motherfuckers
negative
go
way.
0
But
to 100.
listen, but women expect you to go from 0 to 100. And going back to the topic of, do people deserve to be cheated on? Some
Nobody
of those women,
nobody.
just hear me out though. Some of those women, when they see you haven't matured from 0 to 100, will go out there and fuck up a happy home because you haven't gotten all the way there yet. And their reasoning is gonna be, well, he wasn't done, he wasn't doing this, and this. That's why I did it.
That's
Justifying.
That's childish.
But see,
Exactly.
That's
because
childish.
I still want all the other benefits that come along with you.
That's childish.
being
That's childish.
cheeky.
Yeah.
That's still
That's
busy.
right.
That's
Yeah.
a selfish
That's
move.
that's not the
That's
woman
selfish
for you
move.
then.
Listen,
Because a woman, first of all, a woman have way more patience than a man.
That's true.
And if
There was
she
a time.
believe,
there was a time when
No, she right on
there
that.
was no,
She right on
no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm not gonna
Not
give you that,
all
Ghost.
of them. Hey, I'm gonna
listen.
say this.
There was
That's
not all of them.
sure.
If this bitch don't
Go,
get it together,
go.
I'm
Hold on,
out of
hold
here.
on,
Not
hold
all of them. Not all
Hold
of
on,
them.
hold
Not all of them.
There was a time where women gave you more opportunities to fuck up than now. Now we're teaching them. You got options. You ain't got to put up with. You can leave whenever. Think about what's going on right now.
Bootsy said it
Hey,
best. Bootsy said it best. I'm being
I mean-
real. Bootsy
I
said
mean-
that shit.
You got
Back
all
then,
these
you had
things
a work old lady and people you knew. Now you go on Instagram. You got 30,000 fucking hoes. You that shit.
But it's,
I got
like I said,
30,000
it's going back to
Well, let's
the
not
way
talk about
society.
social media. Yeah,
That's what it
But-
is.
but it is,
I
though.
ain't talking about no. I ain't talking
But
about.
it
social
really
media.
has
talking
an
about-
effect.
In the
I'm
back
talking
of
about
the Jeep.
fucking
Real talk, real
So
shit.
that the social media, that's feed you some crazy ass shit. Cause you gonna have a good nigga and you looking at social media, looking at Candy and Boo Boo down there, talking about they got this and they got that. In reality, they fussing and arguing in that same big ass house that they struggling to pay for, and you about to lose your. That's right. You
The
about to
glass
lose
house
your
on the
good nigga.
outside and the
Listen,
inside.
Thank
I
you.
agree. I agree to some of that, but let's just be real. Dating has changed a whole lot,
Yeah, true.
and we talking about perspectives.
They ain't even
Some of
dating
these
no more.
women. So
Me?
when I'm saying what I'm
Your
saying,
phone
No,
number.
no,
hold up.
no,
So look. So when I'm saying what I'm
Like,
saying,
like,
so when
alright.
I'm
Don't
listen,
take her out of the nut. Don't get the noise.
so when I
Body.
say what I said,
She
pay
trying to
attention
smash
to what
you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Some
Though.
of them don't be.
But watch this. Pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. Right now, we live in an era where criteria has changed, expectations have changed. Like some of these women, man, they don't have no fucking guidelines. They don't have no limitations, and barely have an expectation.
Ooh,
They
don't-
jumping off.
Don't
in
even
this
talk
bitch,
about the ones that's getting the bag.
and that's another
Huh.
thing.
The ones that getting the bag,
Because
I don't need nigga for number
somewhere
lying.
along the line,
I know they lying,
They
bitch.
lying.
Listen.
Instead of getting that,
Y'all
Motherfuckers
lying.
get lonely, man.
Y'all
Listen,
lying.
Motherfuckers be want-
They know
They
they
can get as many dicks as they want, but see when they want a nigga to hold them at night, and the niggas just coming through that pocket and they leave.
like I said earlier on Facebook.
You
Don't
can
call
do that
me
with a
37
nigga, but a
dicks
nigga,
later.
females ain't gonna do that for
Talk about you
somebody.
miss me.
listen.
I'm coming. Where
You heard what I said?
Where you from?
Like I
man?
said on
Let them
Facebook,
confiscate your
Don't
phone
call
at night.
me 37 dicks later talking about you miss me.
Man, that shit was wrong.
They
I'm
ain't
just
even,
being
they
real.
not
I
even
wasn't
checking to
even
see if
expecting
these
that shit.
niggas can change the tide. They're not even checking to see if the nigga could cut
Man,
grass.
let me tell you
They're
something.
not even checking to see if the nigga could have Christmas light. Like
Listen.
what the?
Hold on.
Listen,
Hold on. You ain't gonna do
Like,
me
I didn't
that.
see
'Cause
no.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
tell
actually
niggas to do it.
see females outside the car, pump the gas.
Oh, I see
Yeah,
niggas do
while
that.
the
Yeah.
niggas sitting in the
Oh,
car.
I see that.
What the hell?
Hold on. I seen one.
What's going on?
I saw a nigga sitting in the car while the people changing the time.
You seen that same video?
There wasn't no video. I saw that.
No, I seen the video.
I said I
The,
saw it.
the dude like, man, they ain't my thing. I don't know how to do all that. The girl changing the fucking tire.
Listen to me.
That nigga went and sat in the car
I
and
passed
best
by.
while she changed.
I ain't lying to you. I
Man,
passed
come on.
by. Nigga sitting in the car. She outside the car, got that sucker jacked up and everything. He ain't never moved. You heard me? Now
Right.
somebody asked me why I ain't stopped. If that nigga in the car and he ain't doing it,
Why
the
should
fuck
you
I'ma
stop?
stop for? Shit.
It might have been her son.
Yeah? Well, he should have been out there learning how to change that fucking
It
tire.
don't matter.
You heard me?
Man, yeah.
But guess what? They done baby them. These niggas baby right now. Oh, these little dudes soft.
Listen.
These little dudes so soft.
They cater to.
Yeah.
They
They feel like everything they supposed to get. They
So
supposed
now
to get.
this is today's society. Mama give child, son, anything he want.
Yeah.
You send him to school,
Yeah,
buy
work
him all
this
the
shit,
fly
man.
shit,
Yeah,
this,
work
that, and the
this shit.
third. She telling me he might go to work, but he ain't even really gotta work. When he get with a female, just like how females think how their daddy did it, so a man's supposed to do it. That's how the dude's supposed to think now. They think that, oh man, my mama did all this. Nice, your turn.
We
No.
I ain't lying.
That's how they think though.
I'm
Listen,
a mama's
listen,
boy, but
I
at the
agree.
same time,
I
still a
agree.
man.
I agree. Some of these young men, their expectations of what's supposed to be has been tarnished. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, but back to what you were saying, Ted. Look at where they learning it from. If you got a bitter woman and she raising men, she raising children, I'm gonna teach my daughter to be more like the hard shell I should have been.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't let no
Because
nigga
if
fuck
I would
over
have
you.
did this like this, I wouldn't be. You know that daddy at the park. Hold on. You know that daddy at the park who put all the pressure on his son to be the star athlete because his ass couldn't make it to the league.
Yeah.
That's what women became in love, right? I ain't got the right relationship yet, so I'ma fuck you up trying to make you not be what I was.
Ooh,
You heard me?
but that's some real shit, boy. That's
It's a
that's
fact.
that's a retweet.
Listen, Now back on, I'm gonna rephrase what he said.
You don't even put shit
Being-
on your Facebook.
Being my mama raised football.
I already told you, your mama hard, boy. That's it.
Four.
It
Now,
take-
now you know what I'm saying?
It take I tell
They
anybody,
always
any woman
say-
that raised on
they
boy,
always
she
say
hard.
women can't raise men.
That's bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? They saying women can't raise men.
Right. They can raise
My
them, but they
mama
can't teach them.
raised what she was always told us. She ain't gonna be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
It did that right there was letting her know you better get on your fucking grizzly.
Get on your shit.
You know what I'm saying? But two, when it come down to the cleaning, the folding of the clothes, the washing of the clothes, she taught us all that. Let me
Right.
tell you how to do this shit. Cause mom,
I ain't gonna
I
be
work
forever.
I work a 12-hour shift. I'm not about to come home and wash your
Right,
clothes
right. Hey, guess what?
and do all that. Yeah, she not about to. She gonna teach us all this.
Right.
So when you get older, a lot of women figure, oh, my man, he don't have to wash dishes, he don't have to do. But if you a real man, and just like I would look at it as if a woman would go out there to not make her old man struggle, we're gonna come up with a business plan. Anything to get this load off your back, we're gonna make it happen. Same thing with my girl. My girl might work. She might work 12-hour shift. When she come home, I ain't expecting her to come wash no clothes. I ain't expecting her to come cook no meal, baby. I got you, man. You dig? I got the clothes folded. I done mopped. I done swept. It's a team effort.
But hold on.
It's
A lot of these.
But this is
Hold on,
not
hold
what
on.
we getting today.
I'm about to
We're
fuck
not
you
getting
up.
that today.
'Cause my mama taught me. I know how to wash, fold clothes, clean dishes, all that shit. Only thing she never told me how to cook. And even when I had a dad, that nigga ain't tell me how to cook.
You like me?
But
I
at
can't
the-
cook the same myself.
But at the same time,
y'all though, I cook a
say it
little
again. One
I
thing,
cook a little
when it's
something.
time to eat,
Yeah, I got something for you.
hey, y'all
I'm gonna
hungry?
put something together.
Yeah.
You dig?
Nigga, I know how to cook poke beans.
Yeah.
And fucking sausage. I know how to look. I know how to
Yeah,
cook some
you're
eggs.
not gonna
I
starve
know how to
me,
cook
man.
breakfast. I cook.
Like,
You
you
know,
might not
I
eat
do a
it,
little
you're
something.
not gonna starve.
Now, see this bitch, you cook, yeah, chef. I don't do all that
See,
shit.
that's what I'm saying.
But
If I was to know how to
but
do that, but
most-
what I'm willing to learn too.
most women
But you
think
know,
because they do that shit that you already know how to do,
it's
they doing
let me tell you
something.
something
Nah.
though. All
I can do
bullshit
that on my
aside
own.
though. All bullshit aside, like even when I'm dealing with my wife, like some shit, man, one day I call home and I'm like, what is you doing? Oh, I'm just outside. Nigga, I pull up. This nigga's outside trying to cut the grass. Now my
I respect
nigga,
her for that though.
I respect her for trying.
I respect her for that.
I respect her for trying.
Because she didn't have to do that.
Listen,
Some women figure that's not their
I
job.
respect
That
her
grand
trying.
like
That's
a
not their
mohawk,
job. They
I
figure like I
respect
try
that
not to
like a
touch
mohawk,
something like that.
That grand like a mohawk.
Well, I jumped out there and just had to recut it. I ain't mad, because I know what you're trying
But
to
it's
do.
the effort
Listen,
though.
you heard what I said? I understand what you're trying to do, and you have to appreciate the value of that.
Fucking right.
But how
You're
many people understand the value of effort in a relationship?
No.
You know what I'm
They just
saying?
feel like,
No.
oh, you can't do this? Oh,
You should have did
yeah,
this.
yeah.
You should have did that.
If I'm gonna burn up some shit, I'm trying.
That's Nell commenting. Trying to,
Oh,
you gotta hit the thing. She said, I waste on no man and then say period with a laughing face. Yeah.
You waits on what she mean waits on no man?
She's
Like,
just
That's what
like
she said.
she
She
waited
wasn't
to
waiting
cut
for me to come cut the grass,
grass.
so she got out there cut.
no, that's
But
what
anyway,
I'm saying.
but
I respect that young woman for what the
but at
because
the
at
same
the end
time,
of the
though,
day, you could be at work. If she figures she want a motherfucking grass cut, she gonna go cut that bitch. You
But
might
at
have
the same
gooks in
time,
that
listen.
bitch, but she went out there and handled that.
But listen, at the same time, it is a partnership though.
It's
But
a
you
partnership.
but people forget the importance of the other side of the shit. You heard
I
me?
ain't on it.
Like how we building, what we working towards. Like
But
again,
all that comes with talks.
man, we most
All
of us
that
ain't
comes with
talking.
talks. Just like you said, motherfuckers sit there and they pillow talk. Motherfucker can sit there and tell you their goals, their dreams, what they want to succeed, what they want to put in perspective. Just like they say, a man with a vision need a woman with a dream. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that serious. If we sit there, we might have real intimate talks of, all right, B, next 5 years, what you plan on us doing? You know what I'm saying? What is our goal as far as being being married? You know what I'm saying? Does it stop here or we go further? what would you like to do
See,
in the near future?
again, though, and this is why I like this platform, to be honest with you. Most people never get into that kind of conversation.
But that's
And I
the
watch
conversation
people,
you're
listen,
supposed
no,
to have.
No
I
problem.
agree
They
wholeheartedly.
can't get past
But
who
let's
paying
be
the
real.
bills, who doing
Say,
this.
bro,
Let's be
There you
real.
go. There you
Am
go.
I lying?
There you go.
Am I lying though?
There you go.
Also, as
You're
black
not lying.
people, though,
You're not lying.
black people, how many of us have heard people sit down and map out a 5-year plan?
They need to.
You know what I'm
Fuck a
saying?
5-year
No,
plan.
but
Nigga, that's not about the next 6 months.
But
See,
hold on,
I learned
listen.
you do it in parts.
You know what I'm saying,
That's
but
You
true.
do
That's true.
what,
But hold on,
what we
listen.
gonna do by next month?
you
What we
know
gonna do by
what,
this
what
year?
I'm saying?
And all that shit build up the next 5
Yeah,
years.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you at is right, but think about it like this. How many of us have thought that far out? His stupid ass. Hey, this stupid motherfucker one day. He go out on
Yeah,
a
he
date
do
with
the 5-year
He
plan
go out
right
on
now.
a date with a fucking chick, right? He go out on a date with the chick. He's sitting down having some real live conversation. This date one.
Yeah.
So
But that's where it started.
hold on,
That's all I'm
though.
saying. All right,
Why?
I'm
Because
listening.
I ain't knocking it.
I'm
But the
listening.
shit, when he did it, I knocked it, but I had to think about it
Yeah.
after. Real nigga shit. That boy said, I asked her what a 5-year plan was. And she couldn't answer me. So I asked for the check.
And you did right. You did fucking right. You
So
did
I'm like,
right. You
so
did
I'm like,
right.
wait.
You did
But you
exactly
just
right.
met her. You know what I'm saying? Wait. In the essence,
You got me straight to the
how
point.
many of us,
But that's what it needs to be, though. That's
how
what it-
many of us know that there should be a 5-year plan? And if she's never been into a situation with somebody like you, can you expect her to already know it? But even with that being
True.
said, here's the thing. And I say this all the time, we are operating from a backwards perspective. We're playing catch up, right? How many of us really looking at where we at 5 years from now? There was a point in time where shit, I didn't know I was gonna be next week.
Right. That's
You
true.
understand?
That's
Now,
Big bills.
now my ideas and my mindset is 5 years down, 10 years down,
Right.
longevity. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be real. with you.
Even we ain't gonna even say, just like he said, we ain't gonna say 5.
Yeah.
We gonna get on the intellect. We're gonna get on an intellect level right then and there.
Shit.
Because like
Because
I
dog-
said, if you let somebody talk long enough,
They gonna tell you exactly
Who they are.
What?
They gonna
Who
tell
so
you
he
they are.
did exactly right what he was
Look.
supposed to do.
Hey,
He already know what level she on.
And no,
Because
she ain't got no go.
If you ain't looking forward, then you already stuck in the past.
But
You
again,
see what I'm
though,
saying?
again though, for some of us, it's all new. You know what I'm saying?
We too
Not
old
you-
to be
no,
thinking
you
shit
can't
new.
do that. You can't do that. Because again, if I've operated in low level thinking and dysfunction for a long period of time, if this all my house bred, right?
Mhm.
Most of our only exposure is in our immediate circumference. You hear me?
You basically
It take
saying
you-
motherfuckers they
It
not
take
going
you,
far.
it take
Period.
you,
'Cause
but
they-
it
that
take
was
you meeting somebody outside of your comfort zone to make you explore more.
But they can either explore it or reject it.
But if
Because
you,
it's
but,
not- it's
but
not
if you
something
shut
they
it,
used
but
to.
if you shut it down immediately, do I have a choice now?
I noticed what I noticed
No,
with
not
people.
if you're shutting down immediately.
But no, what
See,
I
'cause
noticed
I
with
still
people,
date you,
they
but I'm-
reject newcomers
of course.
because it's not
You're
not
not
what
getting
they
used
used
to.
It
That's
not-
a fact.
it don't feel good
If
to
it
them.
ain't, if it ain't comfortable,
They
fuck with
want to be comfortable.
If it ain't comfortable,
They
fuck with
want
it.
just like this, just like you say. People hate for other people to have higher expectations out of them,
Right.
so they don't want to go that far.
right.
They rather deal with somebody
Who ain't gonna push them?
I
Oh,
feel
listen.
comfortable here,
But
so I'm
again,
gonna stay here.
but again, some people, when they get around the right people that can push them, they
They
actually,
gotta want to change them.
if I don't know I can change. See, this is the thing. We always assume that people know what we know, right?
of course not.
And the fact of the matter is, people don't. Bro, listen, if I've been in a situation all my life where all I've heard is what I can't do, I'm not looking forward to doing better.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know what you could
You hear me?
do.
Now, when I meet that person who's pouring into me saying, you could do this, you could do that, bro, listen to me.
Somebody
Watch this, watch this,
Yeah,
watch this.
I
Real
know
shit,
what
real
you're saying.
shit, real shit. I'm gonna speak about myself, right? Richard been fucking with me for a long time, right? The crazy part is Richard been coming to events when it was 5 of us in there. It was me, him, my daddy, 2 other people, and 2 chicks. So it was 7 of us in there, right?
So
To-
too, bitch.
Huh?
That was-
No, that was before you came. That was before you started coming. For the first one, you wasn't there for the first one.
Well, keep going, bitch.
But what I'm saying is, so he been around since then, right? Ted, no, you wasn't there for the first one, trust me.
But go ahead.
But anyway, Ted was one who, when nigga telling him what I want to do, this nigga on something. But bitch, what we gotta do? I don't even know what I'm capable of at this point, to be honest with you.
But you got one that's ready to go with whatever you
So
ready to go with.
watch this. So now that's 2 people around me like, bitch, you could do. Now, boom, I meet my wife. Now you on some, why you not doing this? You should be able to do this. You should be. So now the core around me is starting to show me. It's starting to show me what my capabilities are. I
You
believe
know you had it in you.
Listen.
You just needed that push.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm also open to the people who are willing to push me, right? I don't know if I hadn't had those people around me, would I have been
Right.
confident enough, comfortable enough to go to the next level. Because even when you're good at what you do, sometimes it takes somebody pushing you into, not even about being scared, but not really. Now listen, he could tell you when I was writing that book, I'm writing it, that book come every day. Bitch, you finished? Bitch, you finished? Bitch, it's day number 7. You ain't finished yet? You heard me? Because he knew what was inside. So that gave me, all right, because this bitch getting on my fucking nerves. I'm in this bitch trying to drink. He asked me about this fucking book, and this book at this point. You hear me? But it takes somebody sometimes. So if I meet you and you don't know it, right? If I meet you and I don't know it and I'm pouring it into you, at that point, now you do have a choice. You can accept it or you can run away from it. Because at the same time,
it's something new to you.
Because at the same time, me seeing it in you could scare the fuck out you.
It's something new to you.
Because now it's got an expectation.
It's
The expectation is
But
different.
I'm about to fuck y'all up. I'm gonna go back to what you said about what I said earlier. The delivery, how you tell people shit, is different. See that mindset, the way you tell somebody something, you will fuck them up. They will sit back in their own realm and be like, damn.
So you gotta look
that nigga think about me like that. And then it'll fuck you up. And you be like, damn. And then if you know he in a space where he good, you be like, shit, I know this. Let me see what this is.
Like I said, your wife and him different. That's your dog.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna come at you raw. Bitch, I know you got it. Bitch, handle that. Finish doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife, she gonna motivate you in a different type of way.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be on a more comfort, easy level. But I'm gonna give it to you straight raw. Bitch, why you ain't finish that book? Bitch, you know you got it in you. Handle that.
See, that's
Stop
the thing.
bullshitting.
But see, I'm the type of nigga, I'm not afraid of it. I can take it.
You embrace it.
I can,
You're
like,
supposed to
even with my
embrace
wife,
it.
son, listen, my wife is a patient care tech right now in dialysis, right? Good as fuck at what she do. You know what I'm saying? They had times where she had opportunity. I'm like, I ain't gonna get that. You know you can do this. It's in you. Go get it. You've been doing this too long now to get it. You heard me? I see greatness in you. So I'm gonna always push you. No, she had to go do a class. Scared to fuck to fly. Had never flown at all. But I'm listen, you gonna take this class. I don't give a fuck what happened. I gotta be here with these children and I gotta work. I can't go. But you getting on this flight, you gone. Right now, I should tell you that was a motivating factor. You know what I'm saying? It made her step out of her comfort zone. And now, as a result, whatever she got in that class, put her in the position she in right now. Sometimes you gotta love somebody so much that you're willing to push them into their greatness. But as that person on the other end, you gotta be you gotta be receptive to the push.
Reciprocated to her. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me put this.
I mean, she don't want to push me.
Let me put this on blast. Let me put this out there.
Because
I'm a stripper. I could be a stripper though. I could be a
that's
stripper,
not her
son.
dream.
Listen, she don't want money I can bring home.
That's not her dream. We're gonna bring home $2.
That's $2 count, your bitch ass.
Number 2.
That's my man. I hope I hit the man. But look, I'm gonna tell you some real shit though. It ain't about sometimes because I'm just being because you know how I am. This me, just automatically me. I done met women, even if I ain't really fuck with them. I always want to. I was always on the point where she was like, "What I'm trying to do?
Best for you. Yeah. You always
What
want
you
the
trying to
best
do?
for 'em. The best for 'em. I understand that.
Like, what you trying to do? But I'm always want to see people do better because us as black people, we have a bad habit.
I'm gonna tell
We
you.
have a bad habit.
Grabbing the bucket
I
that
meet
time.
people and don't want to, even if they tell us something, we know we got information to get them to get better.
Jealousy,
We won't do it.
jealousy,
But you know what?
envy,
We actually, wait, my bad.
you know, jealousy, envy, a lot of shit play a lot of role in the black community.
But you know the other thing
You know
is
what I'm
this
saying?
too though. Some of us only want people to do better if they're doing better with us.
But I'm gonna say this.
Think about that though.
Look,
But think about that though. That's gangster though.
Yeah, it is.
I want to see you do better if we with me, but if you with somebody else,
It ain't even that.
Listen.
If you go better than me, okay.
Listen, this, like you say some real nigga shit. When like I told you, my mama raised 4 boys.
Mhm.
The type of motivation my mama got, I think that I got it from her.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this here. My mama went from, I didn't watch it, you know, growing up, working in hotels, being a housekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Working odd jobs or whatever the case may be.
You sure you want to let that Rob? That's what I was telling you about. I told
Keep
you
going.
about it, 'cause you told me.
You know, working odd jobs and that and the third. So my mama wound up getting a CNA license.
Mhm.
Boom. She could have stopped there like any other female and dealt with that.
Right.
But my mama, she the type of woman I'm so proud of. She motivated because she didn't want to stop there. She don't got no man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was 4 boys in the house. She had an old man, but it was more of he come here and there, but you know, it was never no stick around shit because she always handled her business. Went from CNA to not being the head person of running that situation.
Oh yeah.
But it didn't stop there. My mama said, man, fuck all that. I want to be a registered nurse. You did?
Okay.
Now, she could have stopped there. But for me to go in that bitch and see my mama cram them books, you did all on her own. She ain't got, this is her
And
own
she
motivation. This is her own motivation. This is what she
Whether
wanted.
you believe it or not,
Yeah.
y'all was a more.
Yeah. And look.
Hey, I'm telling you some real shit.
Like I
You think it's
said,
a game.
she raised us. All
All
4
right.
of her boys is grown. Her youngest one is 21.
Mhm.
You did. She raised all 4 of us by her fucking self with my grandma help. So she didn't want to stop there. I see her in there with textbooks this fucking thick.
Mhm.
In that bitch sleep with the book still wide open on the bed.
Right. Getting
Telling me she got to cram for this test and do this shit. Just because of the I'm looking at it like motivation still comes
But you-
within.
But you know what's crazy?
At the end of the day,
Actually, what you gotta understand is that motivation is outward. You know what I'm saying? Her motivation looking at, man, I can't stop because my son's looking. You hear me? Think about it like this. At the end of the day, show you how crazy this shit translates. If you meet a woman who don't have that type of motivation, are you satisfied?
not necessarily. No.
See what I'm saying? So it carries over. So anything you allow into your life got to at least have that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On my end, I look at it like this. I told my daddy, and my daddy know this. Who he was as a husband, I never wanted to be that. So I took what I saw and I turned that into something different.
You want it,
Right?
You
Now,
molded.
one
You
of
molded
one
to
of
what
the-
you
one of
want it
the-
to be.
One moment that I have that I carry with me, he was looking at me with my children one day, and then it was like, man, I wish I had been that with you as a father. I got stars on my chest. I ain't lying to you. Because
You're
now
supposed to.
I've accomplished something
You broke the
different.
chain.
So then if he comes to events and he's listening to me talk,
Oh, he always talk.
as a husband, that's what I wish I had been.
Mhm.
Boom, I'm winning. You can always reverse a cycle if you really put yourself out there to do that. But most of us get comfortable in the cycle.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when I'm dealing with my wife, or if I'm dealing with people that are close to me, I want you to be better. Because no matter what, every time my circle increases, I increase.
Mhm.
You did? Even if it doesn't do anything but pull me up a notch, trying to get where they at.
It makes
You
you
hear me?
want to outreach more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a
That's
fact.
just all that is. But
But
you know, motivation for changing lives it's gonna motivate you to do what you do regardless.
But not
Because
the,
even if they might have 100 people watching it. But if one of them change you, if one of them change you to where you change them, you good.
so hold up. So
Well, look,
we
look.
got Pleasant
Pleasant might
slide
can leave out. We gotta have another guest
She
come
about to
through.
slide out and go tend to her business. She
See
get
y'all next Monday, baby.
next Monday gonna be something sirs. Something sirs.
Excuse me. We gonna let old J love in this thing.
Oh, for sure. First of all, I want to give
Come on,
y'all-
have a seat, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Introduce yourself, man.
My name is Jesse J. Love Terry. I'm the first urban live novelist from the West Bank of New Orleans. I represent Mobile Camp to the fullest with this juvenile in my book, which is sold over 350,000 copies, called Clucker Minded. And the reason that's who I am, and I have a real anointing spirit for the conversation that y'all was having, for as with the relationship.
All right.
So that whenever y'all ready, let's roll.
So let's get back into
What
it.
is it? What is it?
So my thing is, as men, we have, I ain't saying all us, but enough of us have been responsible for going out there, doing our, like you said, doing our thugging, and putting women in a position where they put up with it for so long till now we catching the backlash of it. Most women feel like, man, we getting what we deserve. It's karma coming back around. You hear me? But in reality, if you really want him to be all of who he is, should it be the karma coming back around?
Let me ask you a question. I gotta say this because the crazy part is the woman that's raising these women got sons out here. We older.
Mhm.
So you putting your karma on your own son.
Basically, go ahead.
It's like this for me. It's all about how your spirit is, and if you're a good person, you're gonna get good results. If you're a bad person, you're gonna get bad
Do
results.
whatever you put back in the universe is what you're gonna get back.
Right.
Which I
But-
understand.
It's
but-
boomerang
you
effect.
gotta understand. If
So if you treat your old lady bad, and she love you to death, and y'all break up, and you go to the next relationship, you gonna get that.
Yeah.
You believe that?
I guarantee you.
I like you. Watch me work.
I guarantee you.
Watch me work. Check me out. From a biblical standpoint, right?
Don't do it.
Watch me. From a biblical
Don't
standpoint.
you do it.
From a biblical standpoint.
My bad. Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
you go.
Satan went to God and asked, could he test Job? Right? God only gave him permission to test Job because God had that much faith in Job. When Job went through all his trials and tribulations, it wasn't because of anything that Job had done. It was only because God believed in Job enough to allow him to be tested.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, based on Job's prior actions, none of what was happening to him was karma. You understand? And I say that to say this. In life, things will take place only to get you to where you're supposed to be, not because of what you did, but because it took those things to gear you into other areas. So in relationships, you might go into a relationship with somebody who don't understand the type of person you are, right? And you might have some scars as a result of that. But it's in those scars you'll find the woman or the man or whomever that is actually meant to be in your life to do that. You can't go, oh, this is all karma, because some of us didn't do nothing to get here in the first place.
You know what?
Now hold up. Now,
Go.
I had a problem with that.
Go ahead.
You
that's
explained that. You explained that real good to me. You had to explain that real good to me because back in the G, it was more of me than I'm gonna use the word womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of me, straight dominating, controlling of the situation of female with no feelings involved.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like when I got into a relationship, I was gonna catch that backlash from me putting my heart here, where it was, well, they put theirs at and I didn't, and I'm putting mine here, but feeling like she not. So I'm thinking that that's karma, but at the end of the day, you kind of like broke that down to me on some shit like, it's not necessarily what we go through, but it's more of, well, it's trying to put us at in so much sense. So you have to accept sometimes your wins and your losses.
But see,
To understand where it's supposed to put you at.
But
in the
this
next
is the crazy part.
situation
This is the
or
crazy
whatever.
part.
I understand
'Cause
that.
look. I'm
Understand that.
about to elaborate on what you said because I want to put people on this. I believe there's no such thing as karma.
You think?
I'm gonna say this again. I believe there's no such thing as karma. You know why? Because we get so caught up in karma, dog. We live. It's gonna be ups. It's gonna be downs. Shit gonna happen to you. That's a problem. We as humans think because if we always good, nothing bad gonna happen to us. And then at the end of the day, we talk about all the good people have bad shit happen to them. How many good people you know?
I got you. I want him to talk.
How many good people you know? A good dudes you know really wasn't doing that shit. Really out here, good people got killed. Something happened to me. Like, damn, why that happened to him? That's life. It ain't got nothing to do with how many niggas you know did some fucked up shit and still out here and roll.
Right.
It ain't karma.
You're
It ain't karma.
Right.
Hold on. Let me get it. But what I'm saying is, it has nothing to do with karma. The problem is we fail to accept that life is life.
Going to happen.
We gonna have shit that have fucked up. It's how we deal with every situation. How we come out that bitch.
Hold on, because I want him to say something.
This is what I want to say about the whole situation. And have an open mind and roll the whole thing.
Yeah.
Until people realize that we are living in a spiritual realm, they're gonna be lost.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe in karma. That's cool. But a lot of things that happen in life, in your life, you don't recognize it because you might not be to be able to recognize it because you have to have that spiritual eye. A lot of people, he said, I know you before you was in your mother's womb.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that bottle right there. Ain't nobody can put the ingredients in there. But the person who did it, that's the same person who did your brain. You see them things predestined. True. And you have the most gifted and the most strongest power in the world that it gives you.
You know what?
Choice.
Free will.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say
Hold
that.
on.
Well, you just proved my point.
Wait, hold up. Ooh.
You proved my point.
About to get spiritual. I just want you to understand this. That two things can be true, right? So let's start with this. Things can be predestined, right? The problem with the whole idea about things being predestined is this. Again, you're given free will.
All the time.
So at the end of the day,
True.
You're
right.
Even though I say it's predestined, you can make a decision that change your destiny.
True.
So now predestined has changed.
True.
Right? But going along with that, this is something else that we don't ever talk about when it pertains to karma. Let's say I'm in a relationship. I've been cheating, right? I get married, and right now I'm being now in that relationship while I was cheating, you kept taking me back, putting up with my shit.
Right.
You end up leaving me.
Right.
Now I get married, I'm 100% faithful.
To that person.
But you cheating on me. That could be my karma, but it also could be my lesson that I have to forgive the way I want to be forgiven.
That part.
You heard me?
Not
It's
even
all
that.
about it's
Hold
all,
on, right?
That
I'm
part.
going to cut you off and say this. Not only that, you got married to somebody that was already in their DNA. See, we got to stop doing it.
No.
Yeah, we got to start doing this karma.
What he's saying as far as
That karma shit.
no,
It ain't
because-
going-
Hold on.
It's about
what it-
do it to
what-
others as you want others to do you.
I understand that.
It don't have nothing to do with, it has a lot to do with karma, but when you do
Even-
somebody wrong, it might not be today or tomorrow
That
or
part.
maybe
But the
next
problem
time.
is
Hold on,
that
hold on.
happened
if
to
I
you.
don't do you nothing wrong, shit still bad gonna happen.
No,
See,
no,
that's
no,
the
no,
problem.
no,
Listen,
you got-
that's the part we don't get. No, this is the part we don't
Listen,
get.
reason
listen,
why-
hold on. I'm gonna tell you this. We gonna suffer regardless.
All right,
You got to
We
go
gonna
through shit
suffer
to have a
regardless. But
testimony.
listen,
all right,
Hold
all
on,
right,
hold on,
all right,
hold on,
all
hold on.
right.
but what I'm gonna say is,
What
what I'm gonna say is, we're gonna suffer.
No, you good.
We're gonna suffer as being human beings because we was already born into this situation. Cool, sin gonna come regardless, but you still have choices because
make.
what you
Yeah.
put out
That's what
is what you're gonna get back. You see what I'm saying? So just like I said, just like you being a good person, You might run into somebody that might do you wrong or do like that. But that's in the Bible too. People done people wrong in the Bible left and right. But it was up for you to either stoop to the level
or choose to
or go on a higher road.
Right.
To
That's
the
why I
point
say.
because
That's why I
you
say
can't
give your own
believe-
mind.
You can't believe that everybody you come across
It's
gonna
bad.
do you wrong.
I ain't saying that.
You know what I'm
But what I'm
saying?
saying is about karma. That's the thing I hate when people say karma. Because I don't grow up and believe it's not karma. You gotta understand. Shit gonna happen to you regardless. It's choices.
You must have never met.
Hold on. It's choices.
Wait.
At the end of the day, it's choices.
I like what you said, but hold on.
Hold on, it's choices. It's not karma. Because I could do some bad shit and I change the way I move, who I deal with, how I deal with people, and my choices have been better.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
If somebody did do the same thing you did, you wind up
No. I'm saying it's choices.
Hold on. Like,
Choices and karma is a whole different subject. You understand? We could make karma for everything. For anybody that's living right now, we can say karma. It's choices. Because I come in a fucked up individual. And I change my choices and how I move, who I deal with, how I fuck with people.
Like
who
from
would say
what
that
they're giving,
But
what
who
they're
would say
saying
what you
is-
did in the past won't come back on you later on?
But look, and not just that though. Listen, what they're saying, and I
Still choices. If I
Hold
killed
on,
a nigga
man.
back then and his brother want to kill me, he been plotting that already.
Yeah, I mean, it
It ain't karma. That's
but-
just a choice I did.
actually,
That nigga
no,
gonna come
no,
back and get it.
That's a bad example. That's a bad
That's
example.
choice.
That's a bad
No,
example.
that's a choice.
That's
I
a
made a
bad
choice to
example.
kill that dude.
You made a choice, but he made a choice too in response.
Well,
to
who
what
would
you
say that
did.
it wasn't even his brother? What if you was to get into a nigga and the nigga kill you the same way
Hold
you
on,
kill
Ghost.
home?
Hold on, Coach. Let me say
That's
No,
wrong.
do it
Hold
to
on,
a
hold on,
son,
hold on,
man.
hold on, Ghost. Let me
I
say
don't
this.
believe in that.
Hold on. Let me say
I
this.
believe in choice.
Hold
I believe in choices.
Hold up.
Every choice you make,
Like,
put it this way, every choice you make, be ready to accept
What's
the
whatever. All
consequence.
right.
But for most people, they word it as if that consequence is karma. We all know that. But bigger than that, let's just be honest, dog. When it comes to relationships, we do a lot of shit that we never expect to be done back to us.
And it hurt.
true.
And
Of course.
you have
We
to be
think
honest.
we
But even if you don't believe in karma, as it says, right? For every action, there's a reaction.
all right.
Boom.
I believe in that.
Boomerang effect.
So with that being said, that's not to say that if you put out all good, bad won't come back to you.
You have to
Of course.
do it.
You know what I'm saying? But
The bad
Here
people
go
get
the
fucked
thing,
over all the time.
here go the thing though. Some of us put out good shit, right? In an expectation of getting something good back. But if the good came back every time, we never grew.
We'll never know what bad is.
Come on.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
What would you know?
All right.
So when we
Y'all
dealing,
basically prove my point.
Everything is a lesson in life.
All right.
Everything, regardless if you put out 1,000 goods and get one wrong back, you're gonna look at it like,
Guess what?
I shouldn't have caught that.
Hey.
I shouldn't have caught that.
Y'all
Because
make-
I've been giving good. Why? But everybody,
Y'all
you know,
making my point.
everybody at some point.
It ain't
Say,
karma.
bro, listen.
That's life.
I tell people this. I didn't think the show was gonna go here, but let me just do this right quick.
The power comes from your testimony.
But feel me,
Of course.
because we got the right
Everybody
people in the right
gotta go through
space. So y'all feel me on this. Everybody tell you you are not supposed to question God. That's what they used to tell y'all, right? Because I heard it, y'all done heard it.
I'm
Just rock with me.
beyond religion and tradition.
No, but I'm saying you didn't heard that before, right?
Go ahead.
Watch this. Jesus on the cross. Jesus looked up, and what was his question? Father, why hast thou forsaken me?
right?
Right?
Mm.
So, with that being said, even though he knew his purpose, he still questioned why he was in that situation.
Mm.
When we go through shit in a situation, we always be like, why me? We never go back to what we did to end up here, or we never question,
Our
is
choices.
this going to deliver? Is that going to deliver me to my purpose? Because guess what?
That's what
And I'm gonna say this: me getting divorced put me in a position to do the relationship advice. Had I not felt the pain of that,
Exactly.
Right.
I don't have a story to tell
Your
you.
testimony.
So now I don't have a reason to walk in his path,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Everything that I did, even in those moments when I was in my most traumatic place, right, was what I could give people to create a platform.
And sometimes
So-
you don't see it right
But
there.
listen, and like we're gonna go from here, just like you said. When Jesus was on that cross and he asked his father, why have you forsaken me? But yet, as all way before they even, condemned him, did all that, he already knew that this was going to happen to him.
Right.
So you know what it was? It was the flesh talking.
The flesh had rose up on him.
Yes,
Yes.
but he already knew in the spirit
All
world
the veins
this
up there
was
with your life
supposed to
pumping.
happen.
Yeah.
Everything,
like that.
everything.
You see what I'm
See
saying?
these veins right here is like a Ford truck. It's a motor. You dig? So he designed all of these veins and all that. That's what you going. That's what you going.
The road of life.
Because when I say predestined, I mean by this, and you have free will too. But predestined is this. I can't say what I'm about to say to you without him allowing me to say it. You can't move your head. You can't move your head without him allowing
He
you.
already knew what was going on before it happened.
Before it happened, because I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. That means I designed you.
But see, this is
I put you together. So you can't go to the Bible. You can't go. The only thing you gotta do is have a real
let me tell
good
you.
spirit and willing to do right. He said, "Who is going to harm you if you're willing to do what's right?"
See,
Shit,
this,
they harm me all the
again. See, listen.
That's real
listen,
shit.
listen.
I ain't gonna. I'm
Listen,
being real.
what we have to do is, and I'm gonna be real with you. Whenever I'm gonna just say it like this: the spiritual realm don't make sense in the physical form. Make sense?
Yeah, because the flesh is nothing.
No. Feel me. If I have a conversation with you about what's spiritual and we're in the physical form, in the fleshly form, it don't make sense. It don't align. If I'm talking to you about what as far as what's predestined versus what's a choice,
We don't know.
not only do we not know, if you hold on, listen to me. If you're functioning from a spiritual realm and I'm functioning from a fleshly realm, we're gonna be in two different places automatically.
That's why
You know
your
what I'm saying?
relationship be messed up, because one spirit be fire and entwined and his hands be on you, and the other spirit be all messed up.
But that's why you should not
You
marry
see-
unequally yoked.
But like you saying, you got to understand that people go more with the flesh
Free
than the
will.
spirit now. You know what I'm saying? Some go more with the flesh than the spirit because it feels better to them.
Tradition,
Come on,
religion.
I don't know what the other side holds, but what I'm feeling right now,
This is the
it
other
feels
side.
good. Well, you can
If
say
you say the Our Father prayer, it will allow you to know, he said, as it is in heaven. That's why you got the free will.
yes, but at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying.
That's
All right,
not why
this is
you
what
got
we was
free
talking.
will.
Why you have free will?
Because if you only did right because God made you do right, you would have never made the choice to be where He at. Therefore, you would have earned
only
something
listening
that
to
wasn't
what he's
required
saying,
to Him.
Right.
Wait,
You only
say
listen to what
that
he's
again.
saying.
If
You
you
only
only,
listen to what he's
if you do what God forced you to do, then you're not choosing
That's
to
not
be
free
with Him.
will.
He
But he's
chooses
not
you.
gonna
But you
force,
figure
he's not gonna put no
No,
more on
no,
than
no.
you can bear.
Hold on, hold on,
what he's
hold on,
saying
hold
is,
on, hold on,
you
hold on,
going
hold
on
on,
with your
hold on.
heart, what you think God said you should do.
Listen.
Free will is if I was to go out there and I was to get into it with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not even that. I could take this man's life or I could walk away. That's
Free
free
will.
will. If
All
I
the
was
time.
to choose, if I could find me a lady that's willing to give her all to me and I mess over, I treat her right.
Yeah.
That's my free will.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna use
You
my-
going over what you think in your heart to the point of you saying that this is what's supposed to be done, and you gonna go with that
You
because
saying
this is
that's
what
how I
God.
feel?
That's
No,
what
we
you
saying-
saying.
Wait, all right.
Oh,
Go
Well,
ahead.
you saying the spirit.
I want- I
Let-
need to
let-
understand
let-
so I can
Hold on.
elaborate.
We gonna do that, but let me do this like this. There are points and times in your life where you gotta know who and what you have in your life, right? So when I had this conversation, when I started the initial conversation, it was like, do people deserve to be cheated on? When I asked the question, sometimes people don't know who they got in their life. So on that, I'll fuck up and do some dumb shit because I don't know the value of the person, right? With that being said, look at it like this. I have been, and I'm owning my own shit. I never include other people on my shit. I know I've been in some situations where my movements with my wife might have been fucked up on some other shit. not because of ill intent, but just because I've operated out of how I feel versus what I know.
That's for real.
You understand?
Go ahead.
So in that, I still managed to come back and clean that up because I understand the value of the person I had. And in that,
After the fact, though.
no, not after the fact, but in that moment, I'm acting off of how I feel versus what I know. I always knew what I had, but even in that, if I'm operating off my feelings, I do something dumb, even though I know
You ain't
better.
talking about cheating.
You know what I'm saying?
I
No,
fuck
not
that bitch in
cheating.
this shit.
Not
Go
cheating,
ahead.
but I'm just saying, it might be me going clean all fussing woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? It might be me being disrespectful verbally, whatever.
Right.
You understand? Like everybody got a different flaw. Cheating ain't the only reason to leave them. But what I'm saying is, in that, I had to understand that even in going through that, when I looked at myself, I figured out how to grow. Had I not done some of that shit, my growth might have been stifled in certain areas. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So it took me going through that to get where I had to be. Niggas didn't walk 40 years in bondage.
You said same thing with
You heard
my
me?
heart just now.
They didn't walk 40 years in bondage without there being a blessing on the back end. You heard me? They ain't like
Something at
niggas.
the end of the rainbow that will
Come
check
on,
it.
That's
like,
the
you-
whole
you
reason
gotta-
why he
you
said
gotta
the first
go
will be
through it.
last. The first will be last.
And the last will be first.
That's gonna stick.
But
That's gonna stick. If you really roll a whole tape and just look at the people around you and the life that your life. The first will be what?
last
And the last will be what?
first.
And during Corona, it was a cleansing. During Corona, it was a cleansing. And everybody who was whatever, look at them right now. Just pay attention.
I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to this world. But you got to understand, and I'm not going to even say that he's winning. You know what I'm saying? Because he will never win as long as our Lord is who
Right.
he is.
As long as God is.
You know what I'm
who he
saying?
is.
As long as
Come
who
on,
he is. But like you said, this is where the choices come in.
Free will.
Because you could look on the news. News is depressing. That's why I don't watch.
man.
Because every time they come on, they're either talking about something going on, earthquakes, somebody being murdered, some corruption going on in the thing, something going on bad. So it's gonna always be to the point where whatever you ingest is what you put out.
That's what I said at the beginning. If
You
you're
know
a good
what I'm
person, you're gonna get good results.
But
You
Not
say
all
no.
the
You
time.
say
Not
no.
all the time.
And the only reason why you won't
No.
go through because you got to go
No,
through
no,
that
no.
situation
Bro.
and learn. Because whatever
Listen,
it was
what he
something.
said-
What's
Hold on. What he's saying is totally different. He said that what you ingest. If I ingest all the
Evil.
surrounding shit around me, even if I'm a good person, even if I ingest
You
all
gonna
this
become
bullshit
that
around
person.
me, know what's gonna happen? That shit gonna come on me.
Watch it,
It
watch it.
ain't
Hold on,
got
watch
nothing to
it.
do with
I can
karma.
be around him every day. He talk about marriage. He talk about this, that. He talk about that. Eventually, I'm gonna pick up on that and I'm gonna apply it to my everyday life. But if I'm sitting there talking to somebody,
I'm about to
That,
get
you
an
know,
house. I'm about to do
somebody
it. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Then
Right.
that's what I'm gonna go
But, yeah,
with.
but not even
You know
just
what
that
I'm
though. Because guess what?
But that's where your free will.
Watch
coming
this
at.
though. But watch this though.
Yeah, that too.
But
That,
watch,
you know,
watch this.
choices.
I'm around this motherfucker a lot. You hear me? Who I am doesn't change who he is.
define who you, how he
But-
is.
But
Yeah.
what he will not do is let me compromise who I am. Right?
Because
So-
if I post,
I'm me. You.
it ain't even that.
But
It ain't
if
even
you
that.
see me stepping out of me,
But it,
Yeah, he gonna correct you because that's
even
not
that,
you.
Because at the end of the day, if I fuck with you, and anybody know me,
I'm gonna tell you the real.
ain't about telling the real. If I fuck with you, if I know you against the bitch, you ain't finna play like that.
I ain't gonna let you crash.
If
But that's being a real friend because a
That's
real
being-
one
yeah,
will
yeah.
let you
But
If
crash.
I
watch
know,
this, though.
look. If I know you married and I know you really love, bitch, we ain't doing this. Nah,
That's
you ain't
the
finna
real
play
shit.
like this. Cause my mindset is the people I want to be around, I want to be authentic. Bitch, I'm not about to do.
I
I'm
don't
not
go corrupt
doing
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
at the end of the day,
this-
because who I am,
I tell you the real.
You might change me later on in the
But
game.
look,
on
this is the
some
real
shit.
though.
You
At
know what I'm saying?
one point, I leave home, my wife would be like, "So you gonna be around Ted, huh? Woo. Nah, she'll call him when he get around you because she know
That's
what it
Florida.
is.
That's just like with me and
Nah,
Momo.
but watch this though.
Good.
Going back, and I'm about to go to you in mobile, right? Mobile in the 90s and mobile now is 2 different mobile. Right? You right now, and you in the 90s is 2 different niggas.
Yes.
You
I
understand?
remember you.
But
Yes.
But with that being said, if people only fixate on who you was back then,
They're gonna be stuck back there.
now you whatever your situation was then, you could have been killed in that moment, right? But God had a purpose for you.
To be involved.
Hold on,
to have a
hold on,
message
hold on,
to the
though.
same people.
But God had a purpose for you. You could have chose not to follow that purpose. You could have chose to go somewhere else, but you learned to steady the course.
But you gotta look at when you said at the beginning of your talk, you was talking about Job, right? So Job didn't want to do it.
Who want to do it?
I'm saying Job didn't want to
Who
do it.
want to do it?
Right.
Who
So,
want to do it?
so say what
Listen,
you said
listen.
before that.
Think about it like this. I'm rocking with you, brother, but I want you to understand where I'm at with it.
All right, let's roll.
None of us want the trials and the
want all that?
tribulations that come with it.
Mhm.
None of us do.
Social
Listen,
media,
listen,
we supposed to be
No,
happy
no,
every
no,
day and go
bro,
through
listen.
nothing.
Listen, I swear to God, bro.
We supposed to be happy, go through nothing, and have
listen,
bags and bags and bags.
people don't know
and
this.
riches and riches and riches. And
People don't know this. 2 things I'm gonna take. First and foremost, my grandmother and my grandfather.
That was your root.
Not only were they my root, when my grandfather died, he was 100 years old. My grandmother died at like 85 or something like that, right? Their oldest child at that point might have been like 68 or some shit, right? So they had been together, right? So some shit happened with my grandpa. I'm like, why you put up with that? That boy said, because underneath all of the stuff that go on, I know she got me.
That part.
Understand that, right? With that being said, I understand that he had a value for her that superseded all the bullshit. You dig? When you talking to me, I understand this, that you can't have a long relationship without nonsense. So the second part is this. I'm talking to a dude, he telling me him and his wife been married 30 years. Well, how you do that? A lot of love, a lot of love, a lot of mistakes, and a lot of forgiveness.
That part.
If you understand that's gonna happen, you can make it work. So for me, in my relationship, I understand what the ups and the downs is gonna come with that. But I also know that I have to be willing to forgive, communicate, and be receptive to whatever's put out there. If my goal is to make it that 30, 40, 50 years, right?
What's he talking about?
So
Hey,
with that being
right-
said,
right
I
now,
still have a choice. I still have a choice in if I want to be that.
We still
Right.
what you talking
But if we're not pouring into each other, right? Because you don't have to be married to pour into me.
Right.
You don't have to be married to pour into me. If you real with me, like he real with me, you look at me and you see, I see what your wife doing, boy. Yeah, y'all might be mad, bitch, but don't. What's out, chill? You heard
about?
me?
Oh yeah.
If you can't give me that, while I'm dealing with you, see, we pick certain relationships. We pick feel good relationships. Who gonna make me feel all right in the moment? I don't want to feel all right in the
It ain't
moment.
about that. It ain't about the wife.
I'm
It's
say,
just, we pick. What he's saying that we pick people
Genuine
around us.
friend.
People around us that make us feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm gonna look at it like this. All right. I always had this perception of the situation of, people, I know people that's married, I know people that's in a relationship. And these are grown men.
Mhm.
And I could be close ties with you.
Right.
I used to always look at it like you can't tell a grown man what to do.
Right.
I can sit there and tell you all day that's not the route to go. But you being a grown man you want to be, you're going to do what you want to do.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Free world.
I look at it like I can tell my people, that's not the route to go. And they still going to go that route. So I look at it like I didn't wash my hands. I can't tell you.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
at the end of the day, I told you once.
Right.
That you should have took heed to what I told you, because at the end of the day, you know that's wrong. I know you know that's wrong. I'm not gonna dime you out, but I'm telling you to your face some real shit. Don't go that route.
At the same time, how
You
did
know
you
what I'm saying?
feel? How many times that person gave you, even though you done told them don't go that route, even though she done told y'all, he done told you don't go that route, but you still did.
See me, I'm the type of person that take heed to what people tell me.
And not only that,
You know what I'm saying?
think about it like this though. How often do we reject the people we respect?
They do that a lot.
Nah,
That's the main word.
Nah.
That's the main
Now, if
word.
you really respect, I'm gonna be honest with
That's
you.
the main
I'm
word we
gonna
messed
But
up.
see,
I'm gonna tell you something. I learned this a long time
Tell me
ago, dog.
Mobile can tell you
I don't
something,
give
you
a fuck
shut
what
down.
you say.
Tell me Mobile can tell you something, you shut down. You gonna hear him. That don't mean you're not gonna go left. If he say go right, that don't mean you ain't going left. But if you got a
he
certain
stay on
respect
me.
for him, but if you got a certain respect for him,
I
you
got
listen to him.
you
Listen.
understand?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what's real.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah,
I learned
That's
this.
it.
I learned this, and I swear to God, I learned this. People you really respect, you got a lot of niggas you fuck with. People you really respect, they can tell you some shit. You wouldn't do that shit in their face. You be like, all right. You might do it when they're not around, but you're not gonna do it in their face because
Out of respect.
when you out of respect for that person you fuck with, because you know they tell you some shit and they looking at you like, bitch, stop playing. Nah, you ain't doing this. You be like, all right, dog. And you might do it tomorrow at the same time. When you respect, I know it's about anybody. Just like an old, just like an old woman you've been knowing all your life, an old woman, and you down the street, you cursing, and she tell you something, know what you gonna do?
Respect it.
You don't respect it.
Yeah.
I know,
But
respect.
then, as men,
Respect. Oh
as men-
no, respect.
as men, let's go back
Respect
to
come a long way, dog.
as
For
men,
everybody.
not enough of us have been conditioned to respect real women that we fuck with.
Oh, these youngsters, I hear cursing grandma.
The whole
No,
thing
no, I ain't
about
talking about. I ain't talking about
Well,
the
I
girls.
don't
everybody.
If you meet a real
period.
woman, let's be real. You meet a real woman, and she not down on you, but she challenging you to get up on your shit.
You're gonna push her away.
If you don't know the difference between somebody and
Bashing you,
somebody pushing
pushing you, right?
you gonna fuck up.
Exactly.
Go back to what he said. What you
Exactly.
said last week?
Because your
What you
mind.
said?
not
Oh,
there.
no. What you said last week?
I'm drinking right now. Remind me.
Delivery.
Oh yeah,
Now-
yeah,
now
yeah,
only
yeah,
delivery,
yeah.
listen.
Guys, no, listen.
No, real
Now,
talk. Real talk,
I'm
right?
saying,
Real
I'm
talk,
saying,
right?
No. What you
Real
saying,
time,
I
right?
totally understand what you're saying.
If you
Right.
tell,
But it's the difference on how you say it.
No,
A
what's
woman
crazy?
can motivate you with the softest, kindest words.
And then she can shit on you and make you.
all right.
She can
shit
You
on
see what
you.
I'm saying?
Tell you
Just
something.
because she shit on you.
Listen. Tell you like this.
She might say the same thing
In the softest voice.
no, not soft voice. I'm saying
But
she
in
can say
the right
thing
tone.
in a
A
fucked
monotone.
up tone. And like you say, you feel like she's shitting on you.
Now, let me tell you
And
something.
she
My
be
mom,
really for you,
all real
But
shit
you
aside.
feel like she's cheating on you. Because when you hear it,
you get convicted. That's why.
No, not even that. Let me tell you this. My mama right now, son. And my mom been doing this shit for a long time. Right? My mom will talk to you in a fucking tone that in essence what she did was curse you out.
Right.
But the words she used and the way she delivered it, you'll be like, oh, Miss Betty tripping. You know what I mean? But you ain't took it that way. But what I heard was, boy, fuck you, you gonna do what I said do, because I've been around, you know what I'm saying?
As your mom.
But she know
But
how
that's how
to
my mom
but what
is.
I'm saying is she know how to word it
My
and
mama
how
like
to
that.
deliver it to a point where you're not even
you think
offended
my
by
mama,
it.
My
But
mama
if I
said
broke
raw.
it down and
No, it's probably like my mom. They gonna say it raw with sympathy in it. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, my
You
mom
can
is like-
They
feel the
want you to
sympathy.
understand.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
She's
I'ma do it
stressing
like
it to you more than
But
she
she
telling
wants you to
listen,
understand.
Yeah.
my mom might be like this. Ghost, listen. The way that you wear your hair is unacceptable in the workplace. And I think if you really want to move forward, the appropriate thing
That's
to do
polite
is-
though.
It's polite.
But she shitting.
But in her mind, what she really said, nigga, if you don't tie that fucking hair out, so you can.
But she's
You know what I mean? But no.
They
feel
go
what I'm-
back to delivery.
But that-
the
that's
way
what I'm
she
saying.
telling me,
Hold on, I'm
I'm
agreeing
like,
with
"Damn,
you.
Miss
I'm
Ma'am, I'm gonna be
you
you know what I'm
understand?
saying? I'm gonna put
What
it
you
on
gonna do?
because she said it and like she letting me know that
That's
this
all.
right there can hinder me to what she trying to
Come on.
do.
What?
Let me put
But-
this together.
but-
If
hold on.
you
But watch this, though.
can't edify nobody.
But
Don't
watch
say
this,
it.
though.
You tell me some
It
real
take a
shit.
certain level of maturity in you as a man to be able to
Yeah,
receive
yeah,
how she
yeah.
gave it to you.
Nah.
You heard me?
I'm be
Real
real
shit,
with
though.
you. Hold on, Ron. I'm be
I'm
real
just
with
saying. Exactly.
you. Even if you was immature, if you told them to me that way, you know what I'm gonna do?
Her delivery on
Yeah,
that note.
all right.
But
I gotta
but
put
hold
it
on.
I'm saying,
on.
But
We
see,
saying
women
that?
don't
Hold on, hold
understand.
on.
Women don't
We
understand
saying
that. Women sometimes because they frustrated, they'll deliver that shit.
Listen,
But again,
like you said,
Hold up.
what I
But-
learned a long time ago, see that tongue?
It's a
powerful
motherfucker.
weapon.
That bitch can cut you or it can build you.
You heard me?
Ooh,
It just depends
Yeah.
on
How
how
you-
you say it.
all right, real
That
shit.
bitch can cut you.
Hey,
to
that
the
goes back
Lord.
to
Because
how
that
your
one-
mama is.
Y'all tripping. Niggas do the same thing.
She'll
Don't get
cut you
fucked
out,
up.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
do the same thing. We pissed off, we go there and be like, so we say, bitch, she don't have nothing else.
But you,
I'm lying. We fussing.
That's-
We
that's-
say, bitch, she don't have nothing else.
I
But
bet
if
you-
we go in there and be like,
But see,
look
I'm
at,
probably like you. I don't care how mad they get me. I can't go there.
I just got there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just got there.
I can't go there
I just
because
got
of the
there.
simple fact that
most
how
niggas,
I look at my mama.
oh, but
Like I can call you
you know,
motherfucker, fucker,
but you,
all that.
Know
but
why
when
you
I
do
call
that?
you a bitch,
nobody do that.
I really feel like
Know why-
I'm
know why you do that?
Let me tell you.
Because your mama
Hold
raised
on,
you,
hold
you church your mama. Like, you
Hold
see
on,
my
hold
mama?
on, hold on. Let me say this.
It's different.
Let me say this.
I ain't
Let
gotta
me
say
tell you
bitch.
something, dog.
My son be lethal though. I gotta say
Listen,
bitch.
here go my thing, my nigga. I play with words, right? Mental gymnastics. So if you put me in a situation, I don't have to get physical with you. I can cut you down with my words, and I know that.
that's wrong with it.
That's why I worked on being better.
Right.
Say, bro, listen.
Right.
Who I am right now and who I was, them niggas strangers. You
Right.
heard me?
Right.
But I only did that because I really don't want to hurt my wife.
And
You dig? Like, I know who I got as a woman. I don't ever want my words to impact who she is as a
let
person.
me tell you something. About that devil.
That's right.
And like y'all said, like we said, the tongue is a powerful thing. The tongue is like a gun.
Mhm.
Once you say it,
You can't retract that bitch.
and people gonna take that.
Yeah.
Regardless if you didn't believe, you didn't
They gonna
mean
take
it,
it.
you didn't do you. I'm
Listen.
sorry for you. Can say sorry 1,000 times.
If they
It could really be a reaction.
You know
But
what
you
I'm
put
saying?
that out there. So now I don't know if
Out
I
of
get
habit.
it. Like, but here's my thing.
But that's
I would say
hurt
this.
people. Hurt people.
I'm gonna say this.
You
My
understand what I'm
wife,
saying?
my wife is a beautiful woman, my nigga.
You my Facebook friend, son?
Listen,
Cause I just post that.
my wife is a beautiful woman, son.
My wife
And
is all this.
she carry her
Mine
own set of issues.
I ain't gonna lie.
We carry I carry my own set of issues. You heard me? I tell her, and I told her this morning. I fight to be a better person every day. Because I know if I get better, you gotta get better with me. You
If
heard
you
me?
want it.
Because I want what we create together. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause y'all, both of y'all spirits probably gonna collide now. And you,
It's not about our spirits colliding.
if she had a messed up spirit, it wouldn't be working.
Listen, our spirits. It's not about our spirits colliding.
No, I said that's
But
why
then-
y'all spirits
but-
not collide.
But what I understand is this: when you're in a situation where anything positive could come from it, something negative is gonna be in it,
You have to.
right? So you have to know whether or not it's worth fighting for. I tell people this all the time, like him, me and this nigga fuss.
That's
He'll be a
brotherly love,
bitch. He'll be a bitch and whatever
That's
else.
brotherly love.
You heard me? Real shit. He
It
know
never
that.
come to blows.
He know that.
It never come to blows.
Ooh, no, what? And we ain't doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
When
But
somebody
that's
hit him,
brotherly
bitch, she
love.
gonna take your
That's
leg.
I could talk to you reckless, and you
And
gonna
nigga
receive
be on the outside
that.
looking
That goes back to what
Yeah.
you
Listen,
said
nigga
earlier
be on
about
the outside looking in.
you
Like,
right.
oh, them niggas about to fight, yeah.
You heard me? You heard me?
But
And
we
you know, nigga
know
don't realize
that it's not gonna go that
What
way.
nigga don't realize is, in that moment, that bitch will be like, say, bitch, you cooking tomorrow? And I'm coming over there with a bottle, bitch, you up? But I understand that even when we in two different places, we want the best for each other. You understand what I'm saying? Me and my wife would be in hella high water. Son, I swear to God, I tell people this. If she watching, you know this real. Son, real shit. Nigga, we had a fallout. You heard me? Knock down, drag out argument. In a time you don't know I'm dealing with some real emotional shit. So my reactions to you don't have nothing to do with you.
It's
But
what
I'm
dealing
on
with.
some
I'm
demon
on 10.
time.
Yeah,
You heard me?
on
Now,
10.
I've been riding around bottling up shit you have nothing to do with.
Right,
Son, I tell you, I pull up in the park. I'm in the park. I'm going through it, my nigga. Nigga, my head spinning. I'm in that bitch breaking down everything. That nigga drove everywhere she thought I was till she pull up on me. You hear me? Well, you ain't gonna be out here by yourself going through this. What we gotta do? You hear me?
Right, that's a big
I
old
can't
time.
never let that go.
Oh,
Can't never let that go.
that's
You
love.
hear me?
That's
Like you look for it.
Everybody like that.
You care more for a person's well-being
If you
beyond what
if you
they
love
Dumb
do
shit.
for
Yeah.
their
And you know
well-being.
what's crazy though? She did that in a moment where I don't think I could have gave her that same thing. You heard me? Real shit.
that made her a little insecure for
That's
you.
real. No. At
I'm
that
asking you.
point in time in his life,
I'm asking you.
the type of shit he was going through, it was more of she showed him something that he need to work on being the same way.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, ask your question.
I'm saying, when you felt like that part of her level, did it make you feel insecure? Not to make you feel insecure to like, you know, but insecure to build you up, or did it take you down?
Honestly, it didn't make
If
me
that's your
feel-
wife,
It
Yeah,
didn't
It made, you know what it
It
should have
gotta be
been.
my old-
No, you know what should have. That would
That
have.
part.
That would. It
That-
should have made you caring.
Yeah,
yeah.
It should have
That
made
part.
you
if that's my,
understand.
even if that's my old lady, I looked at her like,
Listen,
damn.
listen.
I'm sort of I looked at her like, I threw my hand up like, what the fuck you for? Like,
For real.
Yeah. You know
Caring.
what I'm saying?
Something that I never
It'll fuck
seen
me
before.
up.
Like, you
Good, no, no.
seriously.
It'll
You
fuck
go
me
for
up
that
like,
word for
it
me.
made me look at you.
That's
Something that I never received from every last situation.
Yeah.
You showed me this something.
Nah,
dope.
Now I
No,
got, I gotta do,
You
I
know
gotta
what I'm
do right.
It's a must that I show you
Right.
what I need to show you.
No, listen to me.
You know what I'm saying?
On
Yeah.
some real grown man shit, son. My whole thing is this, and I tell this today. That shit put me on the whole. All of us have done some shit that we kept certain components to ourselves. True. So I'm on some shit. I'm telling her, like, man, I know you think I'm tripping, but for me, some days I need to be able to tell somebody where I hear the dead bodies. And it might not be a body, it might just be some shit I done pulled off.
True.
You heard me? So,
You
like,
wanna agree
she
with it?
like,
I ain't never done it, bitch.
listen,
I agree
hold
with
on,
it.
hold
I
on.
agree
Because
with
you might not have met somebody you could trust at that
You
level. I
somebody
get
go
it.
to the grave with it.
But look, when
Boy.
I'm talking to her,
Never.
she like, I'm here. But you showing me you here. Fuck what you telling me.
Words just don't mean nothing but
Words don't
My,
mean
boy,
nothing.
my big dog
But
always
you ever
told
said,
me,
Words don't mean
But
nothing
you
without
showing
action.
don't get you
You
pissed.
You
showing
can
me.
tell me that 1,000 times, but until you show me,
And then that's what I'm telling you. But you showing me.
That's
So now I have no
Listen.
reason.
That's the crazy part about certain shit. I tell people all the time. Motherfuckers talk you out your drawers.
Who
They
did
can
that
talk
to
you out, they can talk out your money.
Who-
Listen. I'm talking about niggas, women, I'm
Why
saying.
you talking about niggas?
I'm saying niggas and women.
regardless.
Regardless.
Everybody.
They can talk out your that's what the type of shit we do.
What is that?
Talk out your drawers. They can talk out your money. But when motherfuckers show you some shit, you gotta sit back and look at that shit like,
You gotta roll the whole tape.
yeah, your
A lot of
whole
people
your
get
whole
stuck in the
mindset be like, okay,
Roll the whole tape.
wow, yeah, and you looking at that shit like, wait, all right, did it show you some more shit? You be like, oh,
You got
it's different.
Some loyalty sometimes got to be tested. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But you know what?
not necessarily tested them.
But
Now,
you know
you
what?
ain't got time to
But
test
when
it.
they show you,
how far.
but when they
willing to
show
go
you though,
for
Yeah.
but when they
Yeah.
show you,
If I call you today right now, you know what I'm saying? Me and you fuck around, I call you today.
And he got a
Look,
good
Ron,
spirit.
I'm stranded in Baton Rouge right now. I don't have no bread. I don't know how to get
There
home.
you go.
What you can do for me? You can do either two things.
Lie to me or
Look,
give it to me.
I can send you some money and get you home, or I could come and get you. But you know, sending some money is real good. But for a nigga to gas up right now and say, I'm gonna get my motherfucking
Hold on.
dog,
I'm gonna do it better.
that right
Bitch,
there, that love.
what? Hold on.
You not gonna get too many people do some
Hold
shit
on.
like that.
but
Yeah, I'm gonna even do it better. What's your address? Bitch, I'm calling you Uber way in Baton Rouge.
Either or.
What I'm saying,
but-
you
but-
know
but-
nigga
but-
really
Yeah,
gonna
you
fuck
fuck
with
with
you.
it. You
but
fuck
what I did do?
You
He
fuck
know
with
what
it.
I'm about to tell you. It's true. That bitch could call me from the moon. Be like, bitch, I'm stuck. I can't get home.
You gonna get it.
Not just that. When I turn over and be like, babe, Ted's stuck on the moon. I'm about to go get him.
No question.
She gonna say, Well, you want me to talk to you while you're on your way there? You gonna
Oh,
come?
you
when
gonna
get
take
there?
that ride?
Oh,
You hear me? No, I
take
got,
that
we got
ride.
little children,
Oh, all
so
right,
she ain't
well,
coming.
yeah, all right,
You hear me?
all
But
right.
shit, you want me to talk to you while you
But-
get there?
Because you know the difference.
No.
But
She know
the
how I
difference.
deal with him, so it don't even matter.
She know the difference.
Like,
And
we ain't
I
got to do
couldn't
all
call you
that.
and say, look, I'm just broke. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a whole different scenario. But by y'all being jammed and y'all all y'all
not us. His value to her.
Oh, I don't
See,
know
what most
what you
niggas
mean.
do is most niggas separate their friends from their relationships, right?
True.
So
But if you understand the value of your friend, you need the person you with to be that comfortable with them.
To
You hear me?
understand that.
'Cause
If he
it-
say
get
that,
what?
that's love.
If I fall
That's
today,
look,
I know he got her. You hear me? He can tell you. I'm on the phone with this nigga. My baby 5. This her parent, right? So she was like, "Who you on the phone with?" On the phone with your parent. FaceTiming. For what? I need to show him what I need from him. You hear me? So boom, she got the other phone. She showing that shit. He looking at it. Now, if you can't get that, I appreciate whatever you give me. I'm lying. This at 5. But my wife know one thing. However, me and him moving, if she got a problem, if she hit him, if I'm dead wrong, I'm in line. You heard me? My wife do shit that she understand the value of him as a person because I don't value everybody the same. You
I
heard
had a
me?
partner
that's
like that.
because, because the 40 years. See, you
Yeah,
went
man.
through, you had to go
Yeah,
through
bro,
the
that-
40
it just-
years.
You understand?
I'm gonna tell you like
It
this.
ain't-
That friend,
it
that
ain't-
friend, this friend,
I'ma tell
that
you like
friend.
this.
It ain't about. I'll be real with y'all. Be honest with y'all. It ain't about so much of the. I can say value. It's about me and him being friends. It's the point of when you come across
Real people.
motherfuckers that you understand. Like
You
it's different. It's different.
What you
Every-
trying to say? I understand what you're saying.
Everybody. You got niggas that look out for you.
Niggas
That
that have a motive
fuck with
behind
you.
it.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas that fuck with you. Even women that fuck with you. They on a level with you. You got certain
That
people.
part right
They
there.
got certain people. When they come to, they know, bitch. It's different. You gotta understand certain
I'm
shit
telling
is
you.
different.
It is. God bless
Certain
the
shit
day.
is different.
God bless the day. My little partner, he gone right now. This one nigga that I say, no matter where I was at, what I was doing, if I was stuck or not, coming up out of date, no good.
You always got that one, man.
I remember one night this motherfucker called me and told me he ran out of gas. This is 2 o'clock in the morning because he was one of them niggas that used to run the streets. 2 in the morning. He called me because when you sleep, you're not gonna answer the phone with anybody.
No.
But if this person call you,
You
know
gonna
it's
be
something serious.
hold up. And that's real shit. I'm
Because
telling
you
you,
know
you
they
look at
don't
it.
call you.
You look at that phone like, bitch, what's going
You know
on?
what I'm saying? That man called me at 2 in the morning and told me he ran out of gas. I said, "Son, I went and got a gas can from my mama house, filled the gas can up, and brought it to me.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Just to get away, it wasn't no looking for the money back, wasn't no, oh, I'm gonna catch you later.
That made you feel good to do it again. the
It was
next time.
no, because one thing about him, if I call, no matter where the fuck I'm at, he coming. I don't care what he doing. He could be with his bros. He coming.
But you gotta understand. No trip part about it is the women in his life, one of my life, they ain't never question that.
They shouldn't have to.
You know why? Because they already know. Know what they gonna tell me?
Oh, the
So
way
she
I
gonna say-
hear y'all talking, but
Wow,
I feel
go
like
ahead.
y'all ain't never, to me, I don't know how old y'all is. I'm 50.
Nigga, I'm about to be 50.
I'm gonna run into you on a clucker stand first. Because I smoked dope for like 20 years.
I know you can't remember. I'm
Look,
telling you, I know who
Let
you
me
is.
run into you, like you said, when you said about having a motive. If you go into a relationship with a motive, because you got breed or you got breed or whatever, and you go into that, guess what? You're gonna get fucked. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get destroyed. Not karma. I ain't gonna do that to you. I'm gonna say boomerang effect. And the whole situation, since I've been talking to y'all, is one thing. If you put out good, you ain't gonna accept it. You ain't gonna, but you're gonna get good results.
I can't say that.
But only reason why you will go through some bad stuff is because you're gonna learn that lesson to give somebody else.
Listen,
But I'm gonna say this. I don't want to cut nobody. I'm gonna say this. If you're a good person, people that know you're a good person.
Yeah, miss you.
No. People that really fuck with you. Like, put it this way: if you know you're a good person, you got a good name. I always say this by the name.
You gonna stamp? You stamp? You stamp?
I'm gonna say that.
People gonna fuck
But
with
it's
you.
never too late to
All
change
right,
your life
I'm gonna
around.
say this all the
That goes
time.
back to what you
'Cause I say
said
this all the time.
earlier.
If you got a good name and people know you for being a good motherfucker, ain't nobody can tell you.
But
Even if they don't know you like that, that's the crazy part. They don't know you like that.
All I
Here-
heard
here-
is he was being.
Even if you come somewhere and you do some good shit. Cause like I tell everybody, I ain't saying I'm the best person in the room, but I know one thing: people know me.
solid.
They never they know. So
but at the
you
same
tell them
time-
some fucked up shit about me, I ain't tripping. But I already know, even though I'm a silent person, bad shit gonna happen because I'm human. Shit gonna all nobody can
It's
never
awful.
go through nothing.
You
I
have
don't give a
to
fuck.
If you
What
ever
you
go
doing?
through the storm, and whenever you, even if you're a good person or not, when you go through the storm, it's
You
not
gonna
to
go
affect, it's not to hurt you, it's,
Nah.
it's to show you so the next.
Really build you on some shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to.
I mean, here go my
If
thing.
you take it like that,
Here go my
some
thing,
niggas
right?
will drown.
Right. Here go my thing. Sometimes we get so caught up in how we feel about situations that we can't see the whole situation.
Of course.
Right?
Son of
That
it.
shit deeper than just, oh, you a good person, whatever, man. You could be good, shit still gonna happen. Like I'm gonna tell you, like, cause you good, you will never break nothing. Oh, you good,
Shit.
you will never lose nothing.
Shit.
Oh, that shit
That's
don't
not-
happen like
that's
that. Listen,
not what
They
I'm
got
saying,
good
though.
niggas in jail right now
Hold on,
that clicked
hold on.
out
hold
off of one situation.
hold on.
2 minutes of their life, they never been did nothing fucked up. 1/36 of their life, they
You were
clicked
30
out
years
and fucked
ago.
their whole life up.
Understand this.
Ain't
I
never
like
coming
that.
home.
Like I'm not
That's
saying,
real.
I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is this:
At the end of the day, you're gonna win. Go ahead.
you can only win if you're a winner, because they have people who have the opportunity to win, but they don't understand that they have the capability to win. Right?
Let's say that again.
They have people who have the opportunity to win, but don't have the capability to win. You can win, but if you don't realize you got everything it takes to win, you'll still lose.
Hold up, Rob. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. It depends on the choices you make, whether you win or not.
Listen.
And
My son,
I say that all the time.
Watch this. I'm gonna use this. My oldest son. This nigga undersized, underweight as a cornerback. Right? Real nigga shit. Nigga didn't want to start him. Tell that boy, I said, nigga, you too fucking smart for your own good. Put yourself in a position where you start asking questions. Because no fucking coach want to be in a position where they feel like you know more than they know.
That part.
Right? So as I'm telling that nigga that nigga start asking questions. Boom, they moving the start. Right? Just asking stupid questions. You know the answer, but you asking. Right? I got all the talent, I got all the skill, but to massage your ego is the only way for me to become a star. You heard me? Boom. 48 laws of power. You know.
Look, I'm about to say that right quick.
So with that being said, I'm looking at this dude. His coach is not realizing that for him, even though he undersized, if he work out 4 or 5 hours a day, shit wasn't a task. This shit was enjoyment. You heard me? For him, going out there and performing the way he performing is a fucking enjoyment.
Right.
They got niggas who might have been more talented than him, but that nigga was gonna work himself
motivated.
to get to that point.
Right.
Some of us fail to get to that point. We be like on some, oh God owe us this.
God on your mother.
Life owe us this.
Shit.
Oh, I was good to her, so shit should be all right here. You forgot about the 80 bitches that you down.
Quit.
Just like
It
you
ain't
said,
with that. Even if
just like
you
you
ain't
said,
down 80 bitches,
look, it might
You
not
still gotta
happen right
understand.
then and now,
you still,
but it's gonna come.
hey, even if you ain't down 80 bitches, You understand? Everything you go through is a whole different story, a whole different work ethic. I can't go this job and think because I did how I did over here, I'm gonna go over here and do the same. No, it's a whole other situation.
Everything is like
I say it like this. Based on all the women I met, if I treated my wife the way I treated them women, I wouldn't have a wife.
You be single for life.
I've been, dog, listen, nigga know
Like I
one
said,
thing.
every
And
situation is
you can
different.
check my jacket. You hear me? You check my resume. Pull my resume be down plain. Got a bunch of motherfuckers that be like, this bitch here was tore up. When I first started doing this shit, that was my thing. I'm tore up. Why is y'all fucking with me? I'm lying rich?
Nope.
I told motherfuckers that in the fucking thing, man, y'all fucking with me, I'm tore up. I don't know why y'all even asking me questions.
So you were actually just say, look, baby, I'm tore up.
Why not? That's my truth.
I
walk-
That's why you can lay down and have a peace of mind at the end of the night, right?
I have.
Is that I feel that?
That's my truth.
Right.
I walk in my truth. Let me tell you
I
something.
ain't told them I was
Hold on.
I like, bitch, you gonna deal with what you gonna deal with. You gonna deal with me or not? I'm being real.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
where I'm at with it.
But
I just be honest.
Hold on.
That's where I'm at with it.
Hold on,
You
Black.
gonna deal with it?
This is our first time meeting, so let me get to y'all. I look in the eye because we're men.
I've been looking at the eyes and walking the door.
Understand this. I don't have a reason to lie. I did what I did. Now, with that being said, understand this. Most people are trying to build a idea of who they was. I'm saying, I tell people, I was operating.
Oh, say that again.
Most people try to build an idea of who they was. And they got a bunch of fake niggas painting pictures. Yeah, because I did. Because you know what? That's what I'm
All the
saying.
time.
Because guess what? Your old lady ain't
That's
gonna
their
ask
rap.
her.
That's their
Your
rap.
old lady not gonna ask a chick, was he really like this? You heard me?
Yeah, bitch, they ask for real. They ask.
Right,
They
yeah,
ask now.
yeah.
They ask. They ask.
Man, I'm not.
Nigga, they really ask now.
But feel me? At the end of the day, how I move is how I moved. I earned that. So I give it to you. I got a partner, I swear to God, and he know this, I swear to God. My partner, this nigga here, we out, we talking. We had a dairy shop on Manhattan. Man, this bitch running. That bitch said, what was that? I said, dog, I'm about to go home, but you come. I ain't tripping. And nigga said, so we had the same conversation at your house? Well, my girl know me. I ain't tripping over nothing because I gave her what it is from the gate. Anything. Now, one, it ain't happening while I'm with her.
Oh no.
Two, if you go up in there
You
like
speaking
that,
on a
Two.
past tense level.
two, if you go in there throwing some shit out there, I know what type of nigga you is. You hear me? Because if we going into my house and my girl in there, common sense, they got certain shit you ain't supposed to put out there. But if you put it out there,
She
but if
already
you
know.
put it out there,
She already know.
we know. That nigga bitch ass nigga. You heard me? Real G shit. My girl, I swear to God, one thing about it, she gonna hold us down.
Throw shit in the
Our team is what it is. We gonna work on us.
We're gonna be grab that shit.
You heard me?
It's
Like,
gangster. It's gangster. I ain't gonna lie. It's gangster. I said it's my wife and no, cause it's gangster.
It works for
But the problem is, that's why I tell him he gotta keep pushing this shit. I ain't saying I'm all the way there because niggas know I'm retarded. I ain't all the way there, but I like the format and what he trying to do because
They give me
everybody's so tore up out here.
They give me insight, but I know
Dog,
I know
people really tore
I
up
take
out
a
here.
lot of advice from you. I listen carefully,
Dog,
but I'm still listening. Understanding what he's saying. Like,
but what's crazy, what you giving?
You know what I'm saying?
What you
oh, they
giving?
like what you giving though.
You know that though, like what you giving adds to that component.
Yeah.
You heard me? That's the whole thing. Like, I'm not saying that I know it all.
True. We all walking this path.
Like for
We
me,
all
bro,
walk
and
this
I
path.
tell people, bro, I want to be a better man for my wife, but I don't look at it for my wife, right? I got daughters, so if I'm better for her, I'm better for them, and they choose better based on what their mama getting. For my sons, you be better based on what your mama get.
Guess what?
You dig what I'm saying?
We always want to underestimate how our children see us. Real shit. Whether you believe it or not, our children see what we do. And we can tell them, man. We can tell them all the time, but they see what we do. And a lot of their movements in life based on what they see in their life.
And a person like me, I don't
And
have kids,
I love my daughter there, but I
my life would be a
still
whole
be trying to
different
talk to her like she
aspect, you know, when I'm dealing with a
she's
relationship.
24 years old. And the crazy part, most of the time she would see me, all I was doing was in the studio or working or doing some shit. So when she was in college, she understood work ethic. Because that's all she knew. She seen me do it so much. So it was embedded in her. That was crazy.
But see, like
I was thinking like, because she was by my sister for a while, because she was up there in college, and she was my sister for the summer. She like, this girl, all she do is
but see how
wake
you
up
saying,
and go and study. But it was something that was embedded in her because she seen
Like I said,
me do it all the time. That's
but why
crazy.
did though? Why
But
did you
hey,
saying you
it's
never
wild.
had kids?
Like, I don't have kids, so I expect, without going into a relationship, it's like for me, I don't have no responsibilities for myself. But if I go but if I go into a relationship and she has kids or whatever, I sit back and try to do everything to edify more than tear them down like an average person would do. Like you said, they watch you do good for your wife, and they mind frame it when they get their people, they're gonna do good for their wife.
Ain't about that.
Okay, no, what I'm about to say this. All right, I understand that you don't have kids. Right. Have you ever wanted kids?
I'm gonna keep it short. I'm the oldest out of 4 boys, right? And all my life, my mom used to be like, your brothers is your friends, right? So my mom passed away last year, okay? And like my whole life transformed, and I realized today why she had me to be able to have this bond and be able to take care of my brothers for the time that she goes. Because I don't have kids. So for me, my brothers.
Now listen, I just told him that. Listen, hold up, peep this out. I just told him this. Both of all of them know this. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm the oldest of 3.
Yeah.
4, really.
Yeah, which one?
You did? So when I ask you, oh, did you want to have kids? It comes to the point of, like you say, when you went into a relationship, short if I have kids, the love you have for any kid, of just being that type of person you is, to where they heal, you nurturing them, to where they heal, you nurturing them, to where they uphill,
like
you nurturing them. But it's just the love of just being around a kid and just showing the kid love. Really, it's not yours or not. I got kids in the hood that I show love to. That's never not mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's different. You showing them, but you showing them that unconditional love. Because a lot of people don't know what that word means. You show them love, give them $1 or $2,
right,
or whatever, this, that, and the third.
The time and what your action and what they see you do, and the respect that we want them kids to respect us, but you gotta respect them too.
So look, check this out. I gotta wrap this show up.
Yeah, it's 10:15.
So
we'll be back. I'll be back.
So what you gonna do before I move left? Understand this, that as men, we bear a lot of responsibility. A lot of that shit sit on our shoulders. Some of it we might be like, oh, it shouldn't be like this or whatever, but it is what it is. Because we're not only teaching the women we're in relationships with how to move, we're teaching our sons, we're teaching our daughters, our stepkids, whatever.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You heard me? Like everybody watching us. And if we haven't learned our lessons from the gate, we gonna put bad information out there thereafter.
Right.
You understand? We could act like the whole karma shit, what goes around comes around shit is relevant or irrelevant. But at the end of the day, your children, your grandchildren, your wife, your whoever, they're all involved based on what it is you give them. I don't want my wife to translate to my daughters, man, put up with a nigga who gonna cheat on you. Right,
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
A nigga that's beating on you or something.
Yeah, like I don't give you that.
Right.
Because I don't want you to translate that into what's normal.
Exactly.
I don't want my sons to be like, man, if I want a woman to listen, I gotta smack her. Nah, my nigga, this is not what it is. You heard me? One of my sons told me one day, he was like, man, it's just in me to talk shit to a woman. So I can get what I gotta get out of her.
But that's not for you.
No, that can't be my fault, my nigga.
I mean,
I feel you, but I know for
Hold
real.
on, that nigga Paul.
For real.
Yeah,
I know where it
yeah.
came from.
Very
Listen, listen, hold on.
Oh, you're gangster.
Ooh, your Paul.
Yeah, like
Oh, that
gangster.
nigga Paul. Ooh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Listen,
gangster.
I'm not knocking it. I know where it come from.
That
But
nigga Paul.
I said I had to sit and talk to my son
That's a motherfucker.
on something. Say, bro, listen, this ain't what's
That's
good.
not the road to go.
You heard me? So I had to give him that for him to understand the value of the difference in it. You understand? What we fail to realize is like sometimes we have to overcome what we know so our children can get better. Our relationship.
You don't think you're supposed to like teach them what you know, even if it's good or bad, so they can know.
He teach.
You feel what I'm saying?
He teach.
I mean,
I don't know. Cause you
Listen,
family, y'all
listen.
family. I'm a guest. I'm just speaking.
now we having this conversation. I'm
Right.
not
You
tripping
teach
off it.
Yeah.
I'm not tripping off it.
I ain't gonna
appreciate you
say
asking.
they take all of it and they eat, but he teach them.
But they young men.
Right.
You understand?
They gotta-
You can
listen.
instill with them you want,
Bro,
but they gonna
listen.
still won't find their own way.
Listen,
Hey.
I had a
You know
conversation.
what
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter
That's a
5.
question from somebody in the.
Watch this. Watch this. My daughter 5. Right? I want you to pay attention. My daughter 5. If I hit the door right now, she's gonna be like, I hit her with this. You got something for me? Come hug me, woo. Right? She's gonna be like, so Daddy, how was your day? Tell her how my day was. If I tell her anything other than good, she need to know why. But she 5.
Yeah.
Understand that?
For
She
real,
5.
Yeah.
Right? She gonna run through everything. After she run through her spill, she gonna come in and she gonna go, can I have your phone now? Right? For her, she want my phone, but she only wanted if she made sure that everything else was in line. Right? If everything else fell in line, then I'm gonna ask you about your phone. But in reality, if these things don't line up, that phone don't matter. You heard me? That's at 5. We have to teach them that what's important is greater than what you want at the end. Am I okay all the way through the rest of the day? You heard me? This is my day. My daughter coming out. My wife get up and go to work at 3, 4 in the morning, my nigga. Doing this dialysis shit. My wife can hit the door at 4. At 4:05, my daughter in the bed with me. Her goal is to make sure I'm okay. Shit weird, because I'm supposed to make sure you all right. You heard me? This what it is. So what you gotta know is sometimes what we think life is meaning for us, we have to do something different.
That part.
You dig? We have to put it in perspective, and sometimes people don't know how to get in the right perspective because nobody ever told them. If you don't put your foot on my neck and make me do better, what's gonna make me do better? Even if I want to, because sometimes even when I know better, I want to do wrong. That's a fact.
I do the things I don't want to do, and the things I'm supposed to do.
They gonna always do is feel confident. He said that earlier. They gonna do is feel confident.
Come on, Ghost. You know what I'm saying.
Hey,
With that
look.
being said, I
Throw the
gotta
bitch out.
go. My wife wants something.
Can I,
Hear me?
we should
So-
talk
so
about
with
that.
that being said,
Yeah,
I gotta work at there
Anyway,
anyway.
you bitch. I need to get home. I'm
Anyway,
good for
so
time.
with that being said, never mind.
2 minutes, bitch. Go ahead.
I'm gonna allow this J Love to go ahead and introduce himself, explain himself, tell him what he got going on. Go
Check
ahead,
this out. My name is Jesse J. Love Cherry. I'm the first Black urban novelist from the West Bank of New Orleans. I rep the whole New Orleans, and I have a book called Clucker Minded. I would like y'all to go to Amazon.com, Lulu.com, and you can pick it up. Go to Amazon.com. Look inside. I got 4 chapters you can read for free. I just sold over 300 and something thousand copies of the book. And on JP, Fresh came January the 2nd. It's gonna be on JP. And y'all already know Rootless Juvenile 30 year anniversary just came out. Y'all already know what it's hitting for. We started this on the West Bank.
Hold up. What the fuck is fucking Rootless Juvenile? Them niggas lost right now.
Oh, okay.
All right, come on. Hold on,
You
Black.
know I know them niggas.
Hold on, Black.
All right.
Come on, Ghost.
Well, this is Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I'm really intrigued about this whole little conversation. Always have a great time when I come here to discuss a lot of things. So, with that being said,
Facebook and Instagram.
yeah. I got off it because it's more of a spiritual situation. So, I won't be on that for a while. It's more.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's
You know
some
what I'm
good
saying?
shit.
Yeah, because
I gotta do that shit.
But you know, if y'all want to see me, I will be here. If the Lord permits me, we'll be right here. And we're gonna discuss more about the situations at hand.
You gonna be back next
And
week?
there it is. I will. There it is. I look forward to coming here. So I'm gonna say that there because he said he was on my heels last time. So
You already know what it is.
Yeah. So
Come
there
on,
it is.
Black. Get it to him.
Hey, on some real shit, y'all gotta understand. We really talk about some real shit. And y'all think I be tripping? And look, real shit. LeBron hit me on my this always happen. She was like, I like y'all conversation. Y'all be really talking about real shit on that. I done got this a lot. When I've been in the street, I hear this shit. But I watch this show, it ain't my show. It's this bald head nigga show. But I'm on here. He blessed me to come on here and show him love. You know what I'm saying? But we talk real. Us as black people, we so fucked up. Can I say that? Can I say that? We need to connect on some shit. And I ain't gonna say all black, cause I know I be on that fucked up shit too. I ain't gonna lie. Oh no shit. Yeah. I had a drink, but I said that. I had to be real though. One thing everybody know about me. I don't lie. Never have, never will. I ain't gonna do it.
I say this. Shout out to my wife, Femininity Beauty, Body Kind Body Shapers.
My wife-in-law.
You heard me?
Mobile Camp, baby.
Y'all go on there. Y'all get the detox tea, 14-day detox tea. Y'all get the makeup line. Y'all get the body shape. She got all kind of shit, boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Nigga, listen, she is funny. Follow her
I see the
pages.
Walmart, huh?
On Walmart.com, you get all our products on there.
Yeah.
Nigga, and we gonna be stay-at-home husbands shortly. You heard me? Me
Me and him.
I'm
But
cooking.
When she get right, I'm staying home too.
I'm gonna be the
My
one cooking.
wife-in-law.
He gonna make sure she got the drink she want when she walk in the door. And we gonna be a team effort.
She been drunk every night.
With that being said, all jokes aside, all foolishness aside, the topic of conversation tonight was, do people deserve to be cheated on? I don't think nobody deserves to be cheated on, but at the same time, I think sometimes we put ourselves in a position where being cheated on is an option. What I want people to understand is that if you find somebody who puts you in a position to be a better you,
Yes.
embrace them.
Right.
Because most people would rather you stay in the same place because it benefits them.
Good word.
All the time.
Good talk right there.
I love who loves me, love who loves you, but at the same time, don't be afraid to let go of the people you love to find something better. And that's like the realest shit I can tell you. Sometimes we be afraid to let go of people because we don't know what's next. But if you let go of them, you'll find a love that you never knew existed.
Amen.
Go ahead and go log on to Bodycon Body Shapers. get what she got going on.
Everything.
Everything.
Makeup.
Everything. This woman ain't got
Body
it all.
shapers. Socks.
The
Jesus
Seafood
sandals.
Shack. Listen, the Seafood Shack. Y'all go slide through Crave on Saturdays.
Saturdays and what? Tuesdays.
Ooh, the Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
If y'all go fuck with them chicken tacos, I'm not responsible. But when Walt get back to balling, Walt, I'm just saying, when he get back to balling, that's some other shit. That's
And those of y'all who vegan, y'all can come pop out. But my cousin right there in LJ, you'll think you had jeans eating a hot sausage sandwich. It's gonna be straight vegetables. You go on General Meyer, plant-based. Come hook us
man,
up.
plug your
Come
book,
lift us
brother.
up, bro.
Plug your book.
Hey man, Clucker Minded. Everybody who knows J Love, y'all know I ran Club James, Flirts, Shop, Imperial, and this story is going from L Jazz to Boutique. So y'all won't get some of this first black urban knowledge from the West Bank of New Orleans. Hit it up, Amazon.com, Lulu.com, Podemo Entertainment, J Love on Facebook, and on Instagram is JLove197. Mobile Camp, Rootless Juvenile on YouTube. If you don't listen to it, I guarantee you won't put it down. We started this and we're about to take it back.
That being said,
You got something to go? Yeah, you done.
All right, look.
I'm about to come home. Anyway,
Fuck all that. You better go.
we out.
Appreciate you.